Yes, 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 y'all. It's that time again. Judging from the picture on your screen, there's only one answer to this question. The question is, what game is it? I'll tell you what game it is. It's the game of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Oh, yes. The game that's taken the world by storm. I'm going to be reacting to the latest episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Let's take it away. What do you guys think of the lineup? Before I even get started, what do you think of the lineup? This is a nice clean shot. All right. First one, second one, third one, all of them. Give us your rating in the comment section. All right.
Ladies, well, with that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy.
Go guys.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Jared.
Jared. How old are you?
I'm 38.
And what do you do?
So I'm a senior manager for a Fortune 500 company, and I'm also a baker on the side as well.
Okay, and now what are some things you like to do for fun?
So for fun, love hanging out with friends and family. It could be anything from playing spades to at being at a cookout to at a party. Um, Also love working out. Fitness is very important to me. Uh, so those are a couple things that are important to me that I like that I like having like doing.
Okay, and now what do you look for in a woman?
So I think they're gonna. I mean, they've all got their balloons still, so that's clear that they're interested. I think they're all gonna like him. He's tall. He's big. He's masculine. I think he's gonna do well for himself so far. Anyway, let's see if he says anything to slip up.
Honestly, someone who's beautiful inside and out.
But I hope he does well though. You know, I want to see people do well on this, man. I love it when people get a match. To be honest, yes, it's fun to watch people crash and burn, but at the end of the day, it's probably enough or find love. So when people find love, it's always a special thing.
Someone who has a beautiful heart and amazing character.
Mhm.
Um, you always are looking for somebody who's very attractive, but looks fade in your character is who you are at your core.
Right.
Um, Someone who loves a joke, have fun, loves to be around family. Um, Also, somebody who loves to work out.
Mhm.
Just like I just said, it's important to me. Um, yeah, so just someone who I
The love to work out thing, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. It's a way of life. Like I don't know if there's many things that are much more important than that when you think of if longevity and long lasting attraction to each other, um, so life longevity and as a separate like your attraction to each other is important to you. You know, some would say the attraction to that one has in a relationship with another person is like that's like the building blocks of a relationship. It's built upon that. Everything comes secondary. Like in this world, people don't want to be seen a certain way. Don't want to be seen as shallow. But like data would state over and over and over again that attraction, sexual attraction, is such a big deal. It's almost one of the most important factors in the whole relationship. So makes sense. That's a good thing. A point that you made that seems like just a flippant throwaway point, you know, like a woman at the gym. It's actually huge, actually. Yeah.
can create a safe space for,
Okay.
to where um, I feel appreciated, and to also where she can feel like she's being loved correctly.
All right. Now, what are some deal breakers?
Um, a woman who lacks emotional intelligence, right? Um, at this big grown age, I'm 38. I've been through a fair amount of things, so I just love a woman who's able to communicate how she feels,
Hmm.
whether it may be good or bad. Just being
I mean, that's that which is already known doesn't need to be explained most of the time. Like women tend to express their feelings, whether it's good or bad, they will express their feelings, and that's usually whether they're emotional intelligence or not. So I don't think he has to worry about that. There's no point even saying that. That comes with the territory usually. But emotional intelligence, it's a great thing. It's a phrase that gets tossed around a lot. Uh, quite often the people that are asking for emotional intelligence, usually women, and a lot of the time the people that are asking for emotional intelligence, they don't necessarily have it themselves. It's just it usually just means, can you communicate in a way that is palatable for me and that I like, usually. But hey, it's neither here nor there. Let's see how this plays out. I still wish him the best.
Being able to communicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. So we have not got any pop balloons yet. So let me hand you a pick. Everybody says this is the hard part,
This is the
but
hard
I'm
part. This
gonna
is
have you
pressure.
pop 3 balloons.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop 3.
Um, this is pressure. Uh,
Mm.
we'll go right here.
Okay, 2 more.
I'm
And
surprised
one
by that
more.
actually. Let me see that, the one with the blonde hair.
Uh,
Hmm, surprising.
all right, I'm gonna go you. I apologize.
Okay,
I'm
we'll
sorry.
actually start down
That's
here.
not too
Stay right
surprising.
over here. All right, if we can have your
Like
name.
these are all like women around, I'd say in their 30s, maybe touching 40s. I'm not sure. But I'd say that definitely no one's in their 20s there. Um, let's see what their answers are. Like I'd expect from women this age, they're going to be a little bit more calm, probably more eager to get to marriage. Um, we'll see. Like I don't want to be seen as like misogynist, but we'll see. If as soon as anyone mentions like what's your plan, you plan to get married soon, I'm gonna point out that I am correct as I usually am with these sorts of videos. I'd also imagine that this guy, the way he looks, I mean, look at the way the lady in the white is looking at him. She's really looking at him, checking him out, and even the other one, the ones down the end. I think like he's ticking a few boxes for them, just like visually. But let's see.
Name and age.
Sophia, 36.
And Sophia, what do you do?
I'm a programming specialist for a sports network. I'm a DJ, designer, Sophia.com, and a music publisher.
Okay, so why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I like the way he dressed. He spoke very well, and just wanted to hear him out. So,
Okay.
yeah,
All right. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Honestly, it was tough. You're beautiful.
thank you.
I just had to pick three. The whole panel was amazing.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I've got to give it to them. It's not a bad lineup. They're not all. I mean, they're not amazing, but like there's no one terrible here, especially for their ages. So good for them, I say. Yeah, and as I said, yeah, she likes the way he's dressed. She likes the way he sounds. Ultimately, I think she likes the way he looks, but a lot of women don't want to just give a straight up compliment. Oh, I think he's attractive, or I think he's sexy. They're probably going to say something like, "Oh, you dress well." They might say, "I think they think he's handsome." They'll try and tone it down in a way so it doesn't seem as like animal attraction as it actually might be for them.
Thank you. We had another one over here. Your name and age.
Anita, I'm 37.
And Anita, what do you do?
I'm a contract analyst by day, and I'm a DJ and actress as well.
Right. And so, why was your balloon unpopped?
He's attractive, and I liked what he has to say.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
Once again, I just had to pop three. You're beautiful. You're amazing. Yeah, I just had to pop somebody. I apologize. Hey.
Thank you.
Then our last one over here. Your name and age.
Nikki, 33.
Yeah, this is the one that sort of surprised me. I'm surprised. I'm taking my glasses. Take my glasses off for this one. Got my glasses on. It's a super bright day. Might not look bright because I've got this background on it. It doesn't really do it justice, but it's bright. Um, yeah, I'm surprised that I don't personally like that sort of hair on it's not your phenotype. But I have to say, she's still a good looking. She's clearly a good looking woman, good looking older woman, in my opinion. And I think she's better than some of the ones that still have their balloons. But everyone has their own preference.
And Nikki, what do you do?
I own a balloon delivery service.
Coincidence.
She should work for the show.
So, Nikki, why was your balloon unpopped?
He's handsome, and I just wanted to hear what he had to say.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
I just wasn't honestly a fan of the gold in the hair.
Oh, that's what I said. I said I'm personally not a fan of like blonde hair. You know, it's not even that it's blonde. I think it's the combination of it being straight hair and blonde, and you're black with it. It's like wear your own phenotype. You know, you're wearing another woman's crown at that stage. You know? But hey, each to their own. It's her hair at the end of the day. But I can. He's entitled to his opinion, and you know, I'd second that opinion.
Other than that, you're
No,
very,
fairy hair.
yeah, you're very attractive. Other
Thank
than
you.
that, yeah. So
Fairy hair, living a fairy tale.
I
that's
like
fine.
to sparkle.
Work it, girl. All right. So I am now going to have you ask our remaining six ladies a question.
Okay. Um, so the first question I had for the remaining ladies is, what's something from your previous relationship that you learned about yourself that you're going to take into your next relationship that make you a better person?
Okay. We'll start here first. Name and age.
That's a good question. And yeah, let's see where they go with this. There's multiple ways. Let's see if they try and say something like, "I was too, I was too nice," or I allowed myself to be taken for granted," or if like, let's look out for that because you know you'll know if there's some narcissistic behaviors that kind of usually go unchecked. But if they say stuff like, you know, "I did this too much," or "I was wrong for this," or "I was wrong for that," you know, I was wrong for affecting my partner in a certain way, but I will never do that again. Which it doesn't even sound right, does it? But let's see. Like, let's see if they've grown and they can do that. Let's see.
Hi, my name is Shahira. I'm 35.
And Shahira, what do you do?
I am a footwear designer. I have my own footwear brand for women with larger shoe sizes, 9 through 14.
Okay, nice. And if you want to go ahead and
Let's speak of this girl here. Speak of this one. Like, scan her properly. Scan it properly. I like her height. Her height's good. It's a good height. And the face is good. But that's about it, I think.
just answer his question.
Vulnerability is the number one thing that I've learned from my past, and just to be more open and communicative about my feelings. I would hold things in, and then it would just, come out in ways that wasn't beneficial to the relationship. So now I'm learning to communicate, be honest, be vulnerable, um, because I want the same in return. So, yeah.
For sure.
Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Janae Moore with 808 and Trinity. I'm 33.
And Janae, what do you do?
I'm a servant of the Lord. So I am a personal assistant. That is what I do right now,
Servant
currently.
of servant of the Lord. All right. As to what do you do for a living? She said, servant of the Lord. Try that one.
And if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
So what I've learned, I would say I haven't been in a relationship since I've been saved. So now that I'm saved, it's really the Lord who's changed how I have relationships now. So I would say that what I've learned from the Lord is patience, having the fruits of the Spirit, patience, communication, understanding, just allowing someone to just not making assumptions on what they mean, maybe asking them what do you mean by that, and just having a heart posture that is good,
Okay. That's a good one.
Thank you.
It's
And
decent.
your
It's decent. It's decent.
name and age.
My name is Jessica and I'm 36.
And Jessica, what do you do?
I am artistic director for a dance studio.
Okay.
And if you can just answer his question.
Sure, I would say something that I didn't do in my relationship that I'm focused on prioritizing this time around is making sure that I make my significant other the most important person. I
Oh,
think
all right.
sometimes we allow time to get away from us.
Do you know what? But I think it's because these women are slightly older, more like older than we're used to getting on the show. Usually, it's like people in their 20s and stuff like that, early 20s. Yeah, these women are in their 30s. I think she said she was 34. A much more mature perspective. Good, decent answer.
And devoting too much time to other things, but just prioritizing quality time with that person.
Okay.
All right. Your name and age.
Katera Wilder, 38, and I'm a biomedical engineer.
Now, Katara, if you can go ahead and answer his question.
So
Get
for my
comfortable.
previous relationship, I realized that love isn't enough. I was in a relationship and we loved each other deeply, but we needed more than just that. It needed to make sense in terms of logistics, like where we lived. It was a long distance relationship. And so, as much as I want to have a partner, I want someone who's also intentional about making sure that they're ready for a relationship, like a marriage.
Okay.
Your name and age.
Liz, I'm 36.
Liz, what
Don't
do
know
you do?
about that one.
I'm a business consultant for a software company.
But good.
A lot of smart ladies up in here today. All right.
So like the other lady, I suppose it's yeah, her one makes sense as well actually. Like when she said love wasn't enough, I thought it was going to go in a different direction, but actually, if it's a logistic issue, of course, like long distance relationships don't usually work for the most part. Let's be honest. Um, yeah, like a lot of cheating usually happens when when there's a long distance relationship, and it's not even a slight on anybody. It's just people need some loving, people have needs, and you're too far away. they're not, they got to find someone a bit closer. Unfortunately, works both ways as well. It's not just a female thing or a male thing. It's a both thing. It happens all the time. So it's a fair answer.
And if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
I would say the number one thing that I learned is how to be a better communicator. I would say at times I probably wasn't the best communicator, even little things like if I need more time to think before we have a conversation about an argument we just had, I wasn't the best at communicating that. So I would say how to be a better communicator for sure.
And our last lady over here, your name and age.
My name is Natalie. I'm 38 years old.
Natalie, what do you do?
I'm a licensed social worker.
And if you want to answer his question.
The one thing that I would take from my last relationship is that I was too forgiving of behaviors and words that were said.
Here we go. This is what this is exactly what I was talking about. She was too forgiving. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see what else she says.
So, for instance, if they tell me that they're not ready for a relationship, I need to move on. And in that fact, I was too forgiving, and I would give too many chances to like try and prove myself. And that is one thing that I know that I will be taking on moving forward, to not be so forgiving.
Let's head on back.
If he's smart, he'd probably pop her. The last speaker. Like when you hear women talk about like they gave too much, they were too nice in a past relationship, but now they're not doing that anymore, and they're saying that to a potential next match, a potential next partner. Dude, all right, for starters, the awareness is crazy. Like the lack of awareness, rather. Yes, think about where you are. Think about who you're saying that to, and then secondly, if I'm the potential new partner, if I'm this guy here on screen, I'm thinking, hold on a minute. So other people already got a nicer version of you, a more caring, potentially more caring version of you, a more forgiving version of you, and I'm gonna get a harder version? I don't think so. Why would you go for that? That's not an attractive option in my mind. That's how I look at it. Anyway.
And now, what about for yourself? What's something you learned from your last relationship?
Communication is key. Without communication, the relationship it'll become stagnant, and you really won't know your partner like you should. So communication is key, and that's what I take.
Okay, so you did hear a lot of responses. It's now time to pop 2 balloons.
Okay. So we're gonna go down here first.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead. I'm gonna let you pop your 2 first, and then we'll see why.
All right. Sorry.
Okay, and then one more.
They all had similar answers, so this is.
Wait, hold on. I do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she
So let's go to the
popped.
one you ended up popping, and then we'll come back to
She
her.
popped her own
All
one.
right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Physically, I do find him to be attractive. The cliche.
They all find him physically attractive. So I was right there, and I noticed like just if this is like a microcosm of real life, like he's still got options. Look at the options there. Whereas if you're a smaller or like less attractive guy in general, your options are gone before you even start. Basically, what I'm saying is like this is why if you look at some of my older videos from even from years back, like attraction is always something that I talk about. Attraction is super duper important for men and women. Like many with their eyes too. But like People think that women don't eat with their eyes, but they do, and it shows because you're not even going to get put in the door unless you're attractive, and they won't truly like you unless you're attractive. Like you can have money, you can buy them, and they'll be with you as long as you got the bag, but they don't really like you then, do they? That's just like a financial arrangement for them. So the only true way is usually like to be attractive and also maybe to have a sense of humor and a bit of intelligence as well. But you should have that anyway. So yeah.
Of I want to hear him out and hear more of what he had to say. But yeah, so that was it really.
And why did you end up popping her balloon?
Honestly,
And he's correct for popping that balloon. Just what I said. I don't know if it's the same reason as why I would have popped it, but it's good for popping the balloon.
you're attractive, you're amazing. I love your answer. But when you started talking, you got the gemstones on your teeth. And I just honestly
Oh,
just wasn't a fan of that.
gemstones.
Hey, to each their own. What can I say? It's there,
Okay.
but I can take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not forever.
I don't know about that one. That's a bit silly, but if it's genuinely just because of gemstones, you can work around that. Like everyone's got their quirks and their personality. I think they look nice sometimes. Oh, it's not. I don't go for that. It's not like ideal, but they can work. You need to lighten up if that's what it is, dude. Lighten up a little, dude. Come out. I think a lot of the time, it's not just that women are bad options. Sometimes men choose the wrong people. I don't even know why guys choose the women they choose. Sometimes it's like you can see it a mile away.
Like you put it yourself, or you had to get it like implanted?
I put it myself. I've implanted.
Like,
No.
some people actually do that.
If I had to take it off tonight, I could take it off.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
Thank you.
But each their own.
Yeah. And then we did get a pop over here. Why don't
Now he just looks goofy for popping a balloon for that silly reason. I'm looking at him laughing. I just think he's goofy.
end up popping your balloon?
I bought because I feel like when I was giving my answers, I could tell you were like looking around, trying to figure some things out. So I just didn't feel that connection there when I was answering. But you're
Gotcha.
attractive. I love
I
your
appreciate
fit.
it.
Yeah, but just didn't feel that connection.
And now she's someone that's your type.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Honestly, it's difficult up here, because everybody's attractive. So you're trying to figure something out on the fly, right? So I do apologize for that, but
No,
my
it's okay.
focus was on you.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay, we now have 4 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
So who is the most important man in your life, and what qualities stand out about him to you?
Okay, let's start their comeback. All right, who's the most important man in your life, and what qualities stand out about him?
It's definitely my father. He is a genuine.
By the way, just before we go into that's a very good question because it's going to highlight the relationship they have or lack thereof with like their father or with just other men that have been around them in their lifetime. Uh, you can see if they're in a family that just doesn't have any men. There are a lot of families where the male presence is super low and it shows. So we're going to find out what impact that has, if any.
Person. He loves my mother. And I just feel like I've seen what it looks like to have a husband who is funny. He likes to have fun. He was actually at a probate yesterday because he's an alpha. And so he still has fun even in his old age. But he's also serious. And
What she's saying is cool so far. What I look for as well is, he's asked like what the relationship is like with the man in her life. But when I'm listening to a woman describe what she likes about, or the person, a man in her life, or what she respects, I always look for, is she looking at just how he treats her only, or how he treats other women only, or is she looking at things that he enjoys? Is she actually seeing him for who he is, his personality? Does she like him unconditionally because of the way he is, not because of what he does for her or someone else, another woman in your life? That's what I want to know. Like, cause it's very important that you're liked by the people in your life, your loved ones. They can love you. To love someone's one thing, but to actually like who they are is another thing. So that's what I'm looking for as well.
so, yeah, he is my
If
example.
if you need me to go into more detail about like what it is and what the difference between being loved and being liked is when it comes to like family, close friends and partners and stuff like that. I can go into detail. Just let me know in the comment section if you want to hear more about that.
Okay.
Okay, what about over here?
I would have to echo her sentiments. My dad is the most important man in my life right now. Um, he is just an extremely unique individual, and he always taught me to always be myself and to love people.
Okay,
And let's
that. See, that was a good one. That was a good answer.
hear from you over here.
I'd have to say my grandfather. He's my favorite person in the world. He's so amazing. He just is a provider. He cares about us. He takes care of
There
us.
we
I mean,
go.
even now, like he gets my oil changed. So
So again, she went straight to what he does for her and just like other women, rather than what she likes about him just for being him. Um, why is he changing your oil? You're a grown up. You're an independent woman. Like 2025. Why is he getting an old man doing your oil change? It's good that he wants to do it, but dude, the things that some people can get away with using people for.
like I'm just used to having he's just somebody who he takes care of the household. He takes care of two households. So I just love him.
And what about here?
I would say the same. My grandfather, he was so kind, and his love for the Lord was amazing. Like that's what I strive to be. And he just loved love. He recently passed away the day before Valentine's Day, and it's just so coincidental because he was just so loving, so kind. He was also a provider. I didn't have to think about anything when I was with my granddad, and he was 95, and that's exactly the kind of man that I want to marry one day. And he taught me about vulnerability and all that stuff. So I'm a completely different person thanks to my granddad. So
That's a good question. All right, I am gonna have you pop one balloon.
Okay. Go right here.
Okay. So why was your balloon unpopped?
I think he's attractive.
Thank you.
You seem well put together, and like you have a good head on your shoulder. So that's why I didn't pop.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
The other three ladies, they seem a little bit more outwardly extroverted than you. So that's the only reason why you're.
Mm, I mean, if look, this guy's he's either making silly mistakes or he's lying about his reason for popping. Like looking at the rest of the women that are left and this woman, I would say it might be her appearance like that has led him to pop. Because the whole introvert extrovert excuse is silly. Really, as a man, you don't really want like a super duper extroverted girl that's trying to be the center of attention all the time. It's like that leads to disaster always. You don't want some social media mogul female, that's always trying to get attention. Because trust me, if she's even half good looking, even if she's just average, she can even be below average. There's going to be guys swarming around. It's not insecurity. It's, do you want a woman that wants this attention? Because if she's some sort of social media mogul, or if she's just super extroverted, she doesn't even have to do anything on social media. You have to really be wary with people like that, and they're usually a lot more boisterous as well. More likely to get into an argument with you, more likely to get into an argument with someone else that you might have to clean up. It's just a lot. It just seems like more headache. Someone quieter and more introverted is always going to be at least a option for a bit more of a safer lifestyle, neater, calmer. Yeah. So I don't know. He might have made another mistake there, or he's just like,
Beautiful. Yeah.
Now, are you more of an introvert?
I turn both on and off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's tough up here. I get it.
It's all good. Thank you.
honestly, her personality was top notch. I think she gave probably the best answer just now. She's been consistently giving good answers. So yeah, This guy, I don't know, man. I don't know who he's going to end up with, but I don't know if he's making the best decisions or he's like,
Okay, 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Okay. Um, um, question would be, hmm, if there was one thing your partner could do that'd make you immediately smile and have butterflies in your stomach, what would it be?
Okay, let's go here.
I would say just like small touches, like touch me on my back or, just little things when I'm not expecting it. Just small, like not words of affirmation, but touches of affirmation.
What about over here?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things.
touches of affirmation. That's not bad. That's cool. I've never heard that phrase before. What do you think about it? It's not bad at all.
Thoughtful gifts. I like thoughtful gifts. They're nice.
This chick just wants money, man. She was narrowing on about her, is it grandfather or father being a provider? I think it's grandfather being a provider, pay for stuff, get her oil change. This girl just wants someone that's gonna like pay for everything and she could just chill out.
Yeah.
And over here.
I love to dance, and so I would just love to have a partner while we're cooking, just to like grab me, twirl me around, and just dance in the kitchen.
That's lovely. That is a lovely vision. That's beautiful.
That would just make my heart melt.
Okay.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
And what about for yourself? I know they want to know.
Honestly, just words. Hey, like, how was your day? How are you? Um, I was in a situation before where I didn't get that. So, that resonates with me. So words of affirmation is my love language, my first one. So that's
Okay.
that's what it is.
All right.
Mhm.
Time to pop a balloon. Oh,
Ooh,
okay. Let's
she
come
said
this way.
gifts.
Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
So I was like, I really didn't want to pop. I think you're attractive and I love what you
Appreciate you.
do. I think your career is great and like what you have going on. I'm very into men with purpose and who are high achieving. So I think that that's awesome. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, I just don't have anything to pop on him. But I do feel like you're a little bit older. I mean, I'm
Okay.
open. That's why I was like,
Really?
should I wait? Because
What's
I'm
she
open
talking about?
to dating somebody a little bit older,
Isn't she in her
but I'm used to
30s?
dating people who are maybe like
How old is she?
younger looking.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't
And
remember how old
so
she is.
that's kind of it. It's not a lot.
I
You're
thought
you're
she was in
awesome.
her 30s.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
What's she talking about? And also younger looking, so she just wants the typical super Tyrone millionaire at bloody 21 type. That's crazy. So she likes the way he looks. She finds him attractive. She likes his career. It's not like he's the one that has to push out a baby. So he's, you know, it's not. It's not like you have to. It's different when a man wants a woman that's like a certain age because he might want a larger family, depending on the size of the family that he's gonna want to start eventually. He's probably gonna have to like get a woman of a certain age. But like, there's no real reason for this. It's just peculiar. She wants it all. God damn it, she wants it all. Let's see if she gets it.
And I just want them to. I want them to have a chance. I want you to have a chance with somebody. Yeah.
Got you.
Now she's someone that's your type.
For sure. For sure. I usually go for women who are a little bit taller, but she's very
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. But the girl next to her has a great height. I don't even know how to she looks about that 5'10" at least. Yeah, you got to preserve them tall genes.
Yeah, so
Hard to
definitely my
come
type.
by, man. Hard to come by.
All right, our 2 ladies left. Any questions for him? You ready? Okay.
Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years?
In the next 2 years, um, getting a promotion with my company, and then also growing my bakery business. Um, yeah, so those are the two things that where I see myself going in the next 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What about over here?
I'm curious about a life philosophy or motto and why that is for you, if you have one.
Um, I don't I don't won't necessarily say I have a life philosophy. Um, One thing I always think about is, you know, just striving for results, driving for results, and failing fast. Uh, if you have a short term memory, you're able to like just move on to something else really, really quickly. And just having that mentality to where you just attack each and every day the same way. Uh,
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're down to our final two. It is time to pop a balloon. Oh, you had another question?
We'll follow up to that. Where do you see yourself? So I was looking for a specific
Okay.
answer. Do you see yourself getting married, having kids? Like, what's the family goals of yours?
My family goals, it's interesting because I always thought I would have a family, kids by the time I was 25. Obviously, that didn't happen, right? We all have these ideals. But in the next 2 years, going towards that. Marriage in 2 years is fast, but if you find your partner and you all speak to each other and that happens, then that happens. Never put a time limit on anything. But yeah, on that trajectory for sure.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to pop.
Oh no! Oh
And why'd you end
no!
up popping?
Just because I want someone who is marriage minded and focused on building a family, and there time is, you just never know what can happen, but I
Yeah.
want someone that has
She wants to get married tomorrow. Tomorrow. I did. Hold on. Didn't I? Well, there it is. Bingo. Remember at the beginning of this episode, I did say, because of their age, they're gonna be wanting to get married faster. They'll have like a bigger emphasis on getting married. Boom. And I said I'll pinpoint it when it comes. It's just come home here.
that on their forefront
Pause.
of their mind. So
Okay, for sure.
Now she's someone that's your type.
For sure. Like I said, I usually talk to taller women. She's very beautiful, very
thank you.
attractive, um, great career. So yeah, definitely for sure.
Thank you. We do have our last lady over here. So just want to ask as well, is she someone that's your type?
She is. She is.
Oh, you got all 32 out. Come on up
She
here.
better not spill no ketchup on that outfit, boy.
You stand on that side of me. No, no,
But
you
we
stand
have a
over here.
match.
Okay, y'all. Any final question between the two of you before we
Wait,
determine
I haven't heard the question. Do they have kids? Like they might have kids. Let's see if they have any children.
if we've got a match?
Like I know. Well, I know the guy doesn't, but I'm not sure if the woman does.
How would your friends describe you?
Um, Funny, outgoing, inspirational.
Insp-
I have
inspirational,
group of around like 50 fellas that we always motivate
50 fellas. Damn, it's a lot of fellas.
each other every single day.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot.
You know, 50
What?
fellas?
So wait, he's talking to 50 dudes every day. Wow, it's like a full-time job.
People.
Yeah, I do.
Closely.
Like closely. Yeah, and
That's why even she's asking like 50 people close. That's quite. Dang, that's an achievement.
we all push each other every day, whether it may be something physical like along the lines of working out, or within like your work sector. We push each other every day. So yeah, that's what they would describe me as.
And you're good with questions? You have a last one?
He's saying what she wants to hear. He knows that's what she. He knows that's like a good answer to a question. But maybe it's true. I don't want to hate or anything. Maybe it's true.
One last one. If you have one.
Do you have any children?
No.
Yes, finally.
No. Okay. I don't either.
Good. That's a perfect match.
Okay.
Like I think that made them both happier. Just knowing that they're both happier.
Well, let me ask my question
I
then.
think they look.
Is it a
I think
yes
they
for
look
you for
great together.
Yes.
and is it
Yeah,
a
I
yes
think
for you
it's
for
beautiful.
her?
I think
For sure.
she's
We
beautiful. He's a good looking guy. Perfect. Get a little bit closer.
got
Yes,
a
I like to see it,
match.
man.
I'll take the mic, and you guys can go on off. Get your girl. Make some noise for them, ladies. All right, let's bring out our next single guy.
Little guy.
Lou, welcome in. What's your name?
Okay.
My name is Alex.
Alex, how old are you?
With the as
I'm 42.
okay, American Indian waistcoat.
And what do you do?
I'm a professor of theater. I'm
His American Indian name is Crying Gazelle.
also an actor, and I have a podcast, a theater podcast called The Frogs, where we talk theater and we talk shit.
Whoa. Was it a podcast?
Okay.
Pop, 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 pop.
What are some things you like to do for
Going
fun?
down like the 4th of July in here.
I go to see plays. I go see movies. I hike. You know, I'm also big on I'm big in history, politics. I read.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what do you look for in a woman?
I look for somebody who is compassionate, somebody who's smart.
Mhm.
I like smart women. Somebody who is sweet, um, good listener,
Yeah.
and those type of things. Yeah.
Okay. What are some of your deal breakers?
Somebody who is not curious, you know, and curious about people, not curious about, different like belief systems. Somebody who's not very kind.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we did get some pop balloons.
Yeah, we got a lot
Let's
of
go
them.
on.
Got a lot of pop balloons.
Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping.
I'm on
We'll
this
start
joint.
here. Your name and age, please.
My name is Shahira. I'm
He's taking
35.
it well though.
And Shahira, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
He's an attractive guy.
Thank you.
I don't love
She's not feeling his outfit and his vibe. That's what it is. Like, he's not like Tyrone, the Tyrone that they like. He's not a bit hood. He's wearing the Aztec American Indian waistcoat and giant beads on his neck. I don't think she wants that.
the vest. I feel like I'm not into actors in theater.
She said she's not feeling the vest. In America, they call a waistcoat a vest. So yeah, she's not feeling the vest, and she doesn't like actors. She wants to get that real money. She doesn't like actors.
I don't. I
Do you
don't.
know how many times I hear that?
I don't like actors.
But let me. I will say. I mean, not you. I totally appreciate. Appreciate
Mhm.
and I respect what you're doing. I'm also an intellectual though. I'm also a professor of theater, and I'm also like I totally understand it because there's so much that comes along with actors, like this
Let her
ego.
know. Let her know you're not just like a. Yes, you're a professor of theatre. Professor of theatre. What exactly is a professor of theatre? I don't know what it is, but he is it.
This instability, right? But being a professor, that's something that grounds me from an intellectual point of view, from a
Okay,
financial point of view, like tenure
I love
track, all
that.
that other
good
stuff.
for him.
But yeah,
I love that. Good
yeah,
for you.
That
thank
shows
you.
her.
Now she's someone that's your type.
It's very attractive. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Janaea Moore with 808 and Trinity. I'm 33.
Okay. And Janae, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I ended up popping my balloon because a little on the older side for me. And
Well, how old is this guy? And like, why is everyone on the older side? How old does she want a guy to be? Like, fucking 20. What would for them? She says she's like a servant of God. I don't think I don't think God's given her that advice. Like, if you look at the Bible, God damn it, men had like the age gap in the Bible where men were marrying women so much younger than them. I wouldn't even advise that. I'm not saying do that, but like, yeah, I don't know if she's listening to the word of God. Yeah. Plus multiple wives in the Bible. That was like a common thing as well. So yeah, let's see if she let's see how much she listens to the word of God when he says something that she doesn't like.
Long in the tooth. That's what they say.
for me, I'm not calling you old. You're just a little on the older
Yeah,
side
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's fine. And yeah, I mean, kind of what she said with acting and all that. Like, it's cool. I'm glad that you're a professor. I appreciate your into you being smart. I like smart people, so that's
Really?
good. Yeah.
Uh,
Now she's someone that's your type.
I ain't got no type. Bad bitches is the only thing I like.
I'm
Mhm.
assessing.
I ain't got
I think
no
I said
time.
biddies though.
Did you?
I said biddies.
Let's rewind the tapes.
Just, yeah. Let's rewind the tapes. Let's do it.
Yeah, she's not listening
Okay.
properly.
Thank you. Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Liz, 36.
All right. And Liz, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm just didn't feel that initial attraction.
Okay.
You're a handsome guy, but I just
I believe it. I believe it.
I feel like his personality is he's too much of an individual for these. Like a lot of these women, they just want a certain type of guy. Like especially like when it comes to black men, like a lot of women, they only want a certain type of black guy, like tall, strong, like a little bit of like a gangster hood edge, but has loads of money, worked his way out of the hood, and now he's like doing something incredible, like a dream guy, basically, the perfect combination of everything, the dream guy. And then you might meet a guy like this that's into theatre. He's articulate, but just not doing it for her. Or like he might be into anime or something like that. He might be into something. He might be into something that just he likes, a niche thing that he likes. But she doesn't want that. If it's not focused on money, getting a bag, blah blah blah, being super masculine and making her life easy, then not interested really. It's all a distraction apart away from what she wants.
Mm,
All right. So I know you say you don't have a type, but if you saw her out, is she someone you would approach?
yeah, I like the fit. I like the personality. Great smile.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your name and age.
Nikki, 33.
All right. Nikki, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Well, I will say you're very handsome and you're very well spoken. I like taller guys.
I just want to take a time out real quickly. Like, just take a time out real quickly. Every single person,
It's always the whole height thing. It always comes back to the height as well. Oh my day.
every single person said like very handsome, very. It's just it's interesting. I mean, I think this is like a wonderful opportunity to learn like a lot about connection, attraction. And I do appreciate that. You know what I mean? I guess like it's surface level. The thing about this stuff is like you never ever really get to know somebody on a deeper level. But I do appreciate that
Thank you.
though. Mhm.
And now, how tall are you? She said she wants someone a little bit taller.
I'm 6 feet.
6 feet. And how tall are you?
5'8", but I always wear heels.
Okay.
I always wear
I'm
heels.
just not I'm not a small girl, so I need a
Do you know
bigger
what?
man.
But I understand. I do understand the height, and not just the height thing, because I don't think they want like a super tall, skinny guy. I think they just want a overall bigger guy than they are. Like they want to feel smothered and protected and loved and engulfed in his like masculine bigness. I think that's the vibe. I think that's what I'm getting. From everything I've heard from women in the past, everything that I'm seeing, I think that's kind of it. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
I'm not a small presence, though, baby.
oh, I'm sorry. I can see that.
Mm.
Now she's someone that you would
This guy's cool as well. He's got personality. Cool.
approach.
Oh yeah, I love the confidence. I love the bigness. You know what I'm saying? The big, bright aura.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate that a
Thank
lot.
Yeah.
you. Your name and age.
Anita, and I'm 37.
Anita, why'd you end up popping
The
your
way
balloon?
that other woman looked at Arlette just now and like raised the eyebrows, it was like, all right, get off me now. That's enough. Like, move on.
Your balloon.
He has a pretty big personality. It might be a little much of a clash for me.
Okay.
Yeah, they
So
don't
like
like his
calmer.
personality.
Is that-
I like outgoing. I just don't think I'm attractive. So for him, it's not really reading well with me.
Okay. All right. No, she's someone that's your type.
And she's just a nice person. I mean, I probably initially wouldn't if I saw the person. I probably wouldn't initially approach her, but I'm big on personality, spirit, and energy.
Same.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Your name and age.
My name is Natalie. I'm 38 years old.
And Natalie, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Upon coming out, I think, of course, we only have physicality to see. So you're cool, looks good, fine, whatever. But I also believe that we got the same instructions. I would only think we got the same instructions for dress to impress or a date night. And I feel that if we were to go out, that we would not be going the same place. So it's just
That is true. Like, see, I've always wondered what Arlette asks them or tells them to come dressed as because she's looking at his outfit. Yeah, I've always wondered what she said. But like this lady's just said that she was asked to come as if she's going on a date or going out somewhere interesting. So yeah, I don't think his outfit is great for that. She's right. They don't look like they're going to the same place. And looking at his outfit from the perspective of, okay, I'm going on a date. I don't think this is good date attire. No.
just not my thing.
Your vibe.
Yeah. But I mean, do you? Of course.
That's all I can
Of
do.
course.
Yeah.
So where would you typically wear this out?
He just did he just jeer her? She was like, he was like, yeah. Oh, the cameraman messed up on that one. The cameraman should have been in his face for that one. I like this guy.
Dinner or anything like that?
I mean, I think I'll probably wear this out for, like a casual. What I like to do, I guess I could just go ahead and talk the type of date I would go. Like a museum is probably where I would first start at, and then go to like a rooftop, and then after that, probably go out dancing. And this, as being Nigerian American, right? I'm always looking for a way to like
Oh, it's
bring in
Nigerian American.
where I'm
Okay, so it's
from and my
Nigerian.
culture, right? Because I do think that we have an idea about what is supposed to be, I guess, like high culture, if you would, and I like to kind of bring a little bit of myself.
Do you know what? I respect that answer as well. I do respect the answer as well. He's saying that a lot of people, they look to like the European style of dresses and stuff for a special occasion, but he's trying to bring a bit of himself. Now, I don't know, although it's a Nigerian pattern that he's got on the vest, as they like to call it. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if that's what Nigerians wear in Nigeria. That said, I like where he's thinking. He wants to bring a bit of like that flavor, his culture. He's trying to connect with his culture. He's trying to elevate it to special occasion wear. So I actually can't fault him on that. I think if this is communicated between two people that are already dating, I think it will be received better. But she doesn't know him. She's just looking at him first glance, so she's making the best assessment she can. Which is, I'm going to be fair. I agreed with her at first. I still sort of do, but I see his perspective as well. I think it can be sorted out with something as simple as a conversation.
Now she's someone that's your type.
Um, not as much. I do feel a little bit of judgment, so probably not.
That's what you feel. I mean, what can I say to that?
No, nothing at
Yeah.
all. You don't have to.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Sophia, 36.
And Sophia, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Um, Initial attraction, I didn't see that we would connect. Yeah.
Okay. Now she's someone that's your type.
Um, Probably similar. Like she seems like a nice lady, but I probably wouldn't approach her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's head on back. We do still have an unpopped balloon. Your name and age.
I'm Jessica and I'm 36.
All right. So Jessica, we see you're still holding on to your balloon. Why
Mhm.
so?
We are in a similar career fields. I'm an artistic director for a dance company.
Oh snap!
So
Oh,
I definitely relate to
this
what
could
you
work.
practice
This
for
could
work.
work.
Right.
I have
If the
similar
attraction's there
interests.
on
I
his
love
end, if he
reading.
finds her
I like
attractive,
I enjoy going to museums.
the only thing that would hold them back is if he doesn't find her attractive. So, but she seems cool. I think she's got the best personality out of all of them on stage. Honestly, let's see.
Some of the same similarities. So
All
Mhm.
right. Do you guys have any questions for one another?
Sure. Oh, you want to go first? Go
I
ahead.
do.
Yeah.
What is your faith?
My faith.
Yes.
Okay. So I grew up Christian. I grew up Roman Catholic, right? And I continue. I like to say that, like, I continue to go to church. Like, those metaphors work for me a lot. The teachings of Jesus. Grace is probably one of the most like pivotal things that I think that I really really take from that, the idea of like having grace with oneself and having grace with other people. I'm also very very curious about other religions, other belief systems. Like, I'm constantly exploring, whether it be like, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism. I'm just like curious about those things.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pop.
Cool.
Why'd you end up popping?
I am a firm believer in Jesus Christ, and I prefer to date someone um, who is firm in their beliefs and shares that commonality.
Yeah.
All right. Now she's someone that you would go for.
I did really appreciate, especially when you said you're an artistic director. I also appreciated that you said that you like to read. That's great. I was going to ask you what the last book you read was. What was the last book you read? Just out of curiosity.
Sure. Well,
Uh,
I'm currently reading a book by Butterworth
Okay.
discovered the power within you.
Right.
So
Self
he
help, self betterment.
yeah, it
Yeah.
ties in my beliefs, so my faith, and then just how to harness that power from within and exude it out. So yeah.
Yeah.
What was the last book? Well, I guess
I mean, you
Come on,
popped
go
on him,
ahead.
girl. It don't matter anymore.
Mm.
Thank you.
Oh, let's wait. No, let's get on with it. Like you popped. I mean, it's sad. Like I think they'd probably make decent friends realistically, but this is not. This is not. And it famously is not. Pop the balloon or friends, as they say. So onwards and upwards.
Uh-huh. The
Let's go back.
Ta-Nehisi Coates, the message.
He still had to tell you, huh?
I had to get it in. I had to get it in.
All right. Well, that's all the balloons popped, unfortunately. But thank you so much for coming
I
on.
appreciate you.
Let's give it up for him, ladies. I'll take
Thank
the
y'all.
mic. Thank you. All right. Let's bring out our next single guy.
Single guy.
Hello. Welcome in. What's your name?
Okay.
Ty,
Tall.
Ty. And how old are
Wear
you?
the suit.
47.
What do you do?
I'm a college
47.
professor and a
Little bit of a
therapist.
silver
Oh,
fox.
nice,
I think they're gonna
nice.
like this
What are
guy.
some things you like to do for
Yeah,
fun?
all the balloons are still there.
Travel, go to the movies.
All the balloons are still there, but why is the second one on the left still there? She said she didn't like all the guys. She said the 38-year-old was too old. This guy's 47, so don't waste anyone's time.
Uh, Workout.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you look for in a woman?
Fit, feminine, and friendly.
All right. And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Definitely just health. Health is big. And being combative, I would say.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All righty. So we did get pop balloons.
Wow.
Let's go on over
Pop,
there and see
pop,
why
pop,
they ended up
pop, pop.
popping.
So
Okay.
wait, he says he doesn't like combative women, and then popped. So yeah, he dodged a bullet then, because that would say that that would dictate that they are combative women, and they just don't want to bother fixing their faults.
All right. We'll start here with your name and age.
Hi, my name is Shahir. I'm 35.
Right. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Um, you're very handsome, very well put together. Love your outfit. You just remind me. You look like my dad, so I'm gonna have to pass on
That's
that.
mad.
But
It's all good.
Fair
thank
enough
you,
though.
Appreciate it.
Shahir.
Thank
That
you.
is
Appreciate it.
that's a fair
Thank you.
reason to pop though.
She's someone that's your type.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Thank you. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Hi, I'm Janaea Moore with 808 and Trinity. I'm 33. And I ended
Cool.
up popping my balloon because age difference, just a little bit older, but
Cool.
like you're actually
Yeah.
like my type.
Okay.
So, but you
Okay.
just
So what's wrong with this girl? Just like everyone that she pops on, she likes. Dude, you got to take a chance on different types of people. Ageist.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. Now she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
What makes her your type? Let's get you talking a little bit.
I mean, I just I like her style, I like her look, and I like that the age range is great. I mean, 30s is good. 10-year difference is great these days. With maturity and energy. So yeah,
15 years, but yeah.
yeah, all right, yeah,
I'm a math person, so
that's all good.
15.
Yeah, yeah, all right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's go here. Your name and age.
My name is Liz. I'm 36.
Liz, why did you end up popping
Yeah.
your balloon?
You're gonna hate this, but you remind
Okay.
me of my dad too. In the best way. In the
Whoa.
best
Okay.
way.
Okay.
Like you're
All
an
right.
attractive guy.
Okay. All
I
right.
just was like,
Yeah.
What is going
Okay.
on here?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
What about him reminds?
Just your energy. You seem very like lively, and you're
Okay.
you're a little bit
Yeah.
older than me. I'm only
Yeah.
36.
All right. It's all
But
good.
yeah, you just remind me of my dad. Like the smile, like
Hey, it's all
everything.
good. All right.
No,
Yeah.
she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, I would say so. She has a nice smile, good, good attitude, good energy. So yeah, I would say so. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your name and age.
Nikki, 33.
Hi,
Nikki,
Nikki.
why'd you end up
Yeah.
popping your balloon?
I might want to unpop it.
Oh, okay. Do you want the balloon back?
Do you want me to take it back?
It's up to you.
I do, kind of.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Let's get
Yeah.
another balloon for
Yeah.
Nikki.
Oh, she got it back.
Oh, there we go. All right, we'll
Oh,
be
that
back
came
then.
floating
Let's
in.
go on over here. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Natalie. I'm 38 years old. I popped the balloon. I'm thinking long term, like marriage, grandkids, all that stuff, I just don't see us standing
Yeah.
side by side in family pictures.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank
What?
you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See?
Thank
Okay.
you.
Now, is she someone that's
Yeah.
your type?
No, not really.
Then why not?
Beautiful woman, wonderful lady. Just not feeling the energy, but
Yeah.
you're a great person though.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah,
Thank
Thank you.
you.
yeah.
Okay, let's head on back. So we've got 4 balloons left
Okay.
unpopped.
All right.
All right. So go ahead and ask our ladies a question.
What kind of things you like to do for fun?
Okay. Name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
I'm Jessica. I'm
Keeping
36,
it light.
and I enjoy traveling.
Okay.
I'm fortunate to have a wonderful job,
Okay.
so I actually have fun teaching the girls that I work with. I'm an
Okay.
artistic director for a dance studio,
Okay.
so anything artistic I love.
Mm.
I also love God,
Okay.
so I
Good.
love serving
Good.
in different ways.
Good. All right. Nice.
Over here, your name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
Nikki, 33. I actually love the movies as well.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite things to do. And I like to make things. I own a balloon delivery service,
Okay.
so I'm super creative. I'm always trying to make something I've seen, so saw. Um, and I love to cook.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
Let's go on over here. Name and age, and answer
It's
to this
looking good
question.
so far.
I'm Anita. I'm
Those are
37.
those are good answers.
And so outside of just work, I like to DJ. I just started DJing in
Okay.
2023. My father passed, and in honor of him, I started DJing last year because he was a DJ. And
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm a creative entrepreneur. So like
Mm.
anything that has to do with bringing culture together, Afro Caribbean culture,
Mm.
making things fun outside of the club and what the generation is so used to doing,
Mhm.
I try to do. So brunches, balls, fashion shows,
Mm.
anything outside of, even though, yeah,
Okay.
I like to have
Okay.
fun.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
And over here, your name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
Sophia, 36.
Okay.
I love hot yoga. I'm also a DJ, a designer, and a music publisher.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna say why, but I doubt this woman's gonna get a match today. But I might be wrong. Though. Let's see.
So, very creative. I like to make dresses, bodysuits, and I'm Ghanaian, so I love pushing
Okay.
the African culture and
Okay.
being a first generation Ghanaian American. Um, yeah, just representing. So that's what
Okay.
I love to do.
Okay.
All right. So let's head on back. I'm now going to hand you a pick. There you go. And I'm going to have you pop 1 balloon.
Just one.
Just, oh, you want to pop more?
Oh,
I mean, you can pop more if you
no.
want.
Okay.
I'm trying to have a popper for.
Let's see. So, okay. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Dude, I'm Nostradamus right now. Didn't I say? And I think that's gonna keep happening. I'm not gonna say why, but I just want it to keep happening. You should sort of dress like a sort of like a French maid when you look at it. I think it's just the colours, the white and black, and like the length of the dress. It just sort of reminds me of a French maid-ish.
Okay. So why was your balloon unpopped?
Very nice gentleman. Seemed very kind, and I think he has an athletic structure. So, yeah.
Okay, all right. And why'd you end up popping hers?
First of all, wonderful woman. Didn't really want to pop
Mind
it.
you, this guy's 47. When I think about it, he looks pretty good to me. There, I think that there's a lot of women that would go for this guy. I think there's a lot of women that would go for this guy. Right.
But just not my style, though. But thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We've got our 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
So, what's your ideal first date?
Ideal first date. We'll start there and come back. What is your ideal first date?
My ideal first date is anything that we could do where we can get to know each other for real, intentionally. Like
Okay.
not the movies or
Okay.
we can go eat. I love to eat, but I want to be able to talk to you, have fun with you, and see you in different that. So
Okay.
maybe bowling.
She's correct. Going to the cinema on a first date is terrible. When I was like a teenager, I'd do that because I didn't know any better. You just kind of want to spend it time with the girl, but you're spending time, but that time isn't really amounting to anything. unless, I mean, now and again you might end up having like a kiss or a cuddle in there. It might just like happen, but a lot of the time you're just sitting there, you watch the movie for hours, you spent money, you're there for hours, and then you have to kind of still almost go on a like date again afterwards just to get to know each other or just to kind of build any attraction. So yeah. In short, a movie date is not good because you don't get to speak to each other, you don't get to build anything. It only really works if the attraction is already apparent and you know it's there. You both know what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like you would be messaging each other and saying all sorts of stuff that will lead you both to believe that it's going to go down at some point. And so yeah, maybe you can go on a movie date. You know, it's not making out and stuff. You watch the movie, you talk about it a little bit, then you might go and get a drink after, see where it goes. But yeah, it only works under those specific circumstances. I'd avoid it as a first date for sure.
Uh, Top golf, something like that.
Okay. Okay.
And what about over here?
I love an interactive date, but for the first date, I like good food. So nice restaurant. I like to
Okay.
dress up. So something a little fancy, maybe. That's what I'm into. Hmm.
Something a little fancy.
And over
What do you
here,
mean?
what's your ideal first date?
Of course, you can't go wrong with a dinner date.
Okay.
But I enjoy planning different activities. One of my favorite things to do is plan scavenger hunts.
Mm.
So maybe a small scavenger hunt before we sit down to eat because it'll show your
Mm.
personality and how.
Oh, listen, man. Good first date is go for a drink and just check each other's vibe out. And if you want to go somewhere after that, or if you spend so much time because the date's going so well, the drink's going so well that you want to eat, then do that. But don't just go out to eat. You don't know this person. You know, I'm assuming. By the way, when first date, I'm assuming it's someone you met online, by the way, or even someone that you met briefly on the street and you exchange details, and now this is the first time you're actually having a conversation of some sort of substance. You really want to keep it light. You don't really want to commit too much of anything. You want to have a couple drinks. Ideally, look, realistically, we say all this stuff about 50-50. And we don't like gold diggers and all that. Ideally, pay for the drinks. As a guy, ideally pay for the drinks. Like, especially for it's just the first time. If you can. Like, I'm talking to like guys over like 25. Ideally pay for the drinks. And take it from there. Sometimes it goes so well that it's literally from there to like the good part, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes that's all it takes. But it just depends what your goal is and what your aim is. But either way, if you really want to get to know her, I wouldn't say people talk about activity dates and all that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think sometimes just sitting down, talking, asking questions, that's the simplest way to get from A to B. You know, sometimes you don't want too much time wasted with stuff on other stuff where you're trying to get to know each other. And yeah, that's it really. But like, find the treasure or whatever she said. That's not a bad idea. It's just it seems like a lot of work that isn't necessary. But you know, if she wants to set that up, then she can do it. We can do that. But like, I don't think a guy like this is gonna be whatever you say. A guy like this doesn't need to be setting that up. That's what some of these women need to realize. Like, it's like, dude, if there's a woman here that's saying, "Oh, you need to take me to the scavenger hunt," another woman's like, "Oh, you take me into a fancy dinner," there will be women that are just cool with you. Having this guy's time. Like, there's always going to be women that are happy to have a man like this time. Like, it works both ways, you know. That said, this woman here in the leopard print, she's been consistent. She's consistently decent and fair. I think she's alright. She might get someone. She's not like the prize cow at the county fair, if you want to put it that way. But her personality is decent, in my opinion. I think I think she's cool. I even think Joe. I think the two girls cool as well. I think there's few cool people in here, cool women in here. You know, I'm just surprised that it doesn't seem like any one person is specifically jumping out at him though. I am surprised by that.
How you accept challenges.
Hmm. Okay. Like that.
Right, that's
All
different.
right.
Okay, let me have you pop one more balloon.
Sure. Sorry, sweetie.
Oh,
Yeah.
she got it back. All
I
right.
have to say, what do you guys think of this woman's outfit? It does seem, is it a little bit inappropriate? It feels like lingerie almost. I don't know. Like, I do think she's pretty. I do think that, she's an older woman, so you can't expect to look like a Barbie doll or anything like that. And she doesn't. But I think she's decent looking. That said, the outfit, I don't know if it's doing her loads of favors. Something a little bit more classy would be nice, I think. But that's just my opinion.
Right, so why was your balloon unpopped?
Well, when he smiled, he's very handsome. I like to smile.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And why did you end up popping hers?
Wonderful lady, you have a great smile. Just not my style though, but thank you.
He's
Yes.
working that
What
salt
makes
and
her
pepper.
not your style?
I think just the outfit just doesn't work for me.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I just said that. You saw me just say that, right? Just said it.
The fitness levels is a concern for me as well. Yeah.
Oh, fitness levels. Oh, the fitness levels ain't high. Let's see. The cameraman's got one job. Let's see if he pans properly to show the fitness levels. Even though we know fitness levels aren't just about how you look, but how you look is a decent indicator of fitness levels. So don't let anyone tell you different.
Thank you. Let's
Oh, she's
hit
covered
it
up. She
back.
covered
Got
up one of the
two
parts where
ladies
the fitness
left.
say it high.
Ladies, any questions for our guy?
Covered up that gut.
Okay, she
Don't
was
blame
ready.
her,
I'll
to be
come
fair.
back.
What's your faith and how do you actually practice?
Oh, okay. Protestant Christian. I attend church regularly, and I'm
Protestant Christian. There are a lot of different sects of Christianity. I can't remember what differentiates Protestant Christianity from uh, the most common type of Christianity in the UK.
I'm very involved in church as much as I can, and I just try to incorporate biblical values into my personal life as much as possible. So
Okay, awesome.
yeah,
I can ask another one. Do you have any kids?
I have two kids, 16 and 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he would have kids, 16 and 11. I mean, to be honest, it makes sense that he would have kids at that age. But not everyone, some people don't want that, understandably. I would say if you're a woman in your 30s, especially if you're past like 34, 35, you get with a guy who's 10 years older or around 10 years, 10 to 15 years older. You've got to expect some kids, I think.
Do you have any kids?
No, I don't. Yeah. Do you want kids or more kids?
So I'm past the age to have more, but if she
What?
has children, I would love
What?
to entertain that.
What does that mean? He just said he's past the age to have more, but she wants some. So if you can give her some, then you're not past the age. That's a dumb answer. I don't think someone popped on that one because they don't like the sound of that. It's just that's a silly thing to say.
That so yeah.
Yeah. I like everything about you, but I really do want to bring
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're very
Yeah.
handsome.
I'm so sorry. I'm too old for kids. I'm sorry. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
So you
Too old for kids. What are you talking about, buddy?
had it on for so long. Like, what
Yeah.
what was making you hang on to
Yeah.
it?
So I don't know what it's like to be 47. So yeah, I'm not gonna beat up on him too much. But I thought that was a silly answer, but he might have his own reasons that I can't comprehend. So that's all good.
I wanted to make sure that he was about God. I was looking at the jewelry, making sure it wasn't like
Yeah.
anything. So,
I'm definitely
but
there. Yeah.
I do want to
I'm
bring
so
children into
sorry.
this
I'm
world.
so sorry. You'll have great kids though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're
Thank
so
you.
handsome.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Now,
it.
is she someone that's
Yeah.
your type?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes, definitely. So yeah.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
go back over here. Why'd you end up popping?
I popped because you mentioned that you don't want kids, and I definitely want
More kids.
I want
Yes. More
kids.
kids. Yeah. Yeah. I
Mhm.
love children, so if any lady has them, I would be a great stepdad. But I just think I'm too old to have more. So I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hey, that's a good compromise though. If a lady has it, so he's happy to do it with a woman with kids, and he's happy to do it. He said, "I'll be a great stepdad." That's rare to hear. So someone's gonna be watching this, and he'll find it match very soon.
Yeah.
I understand.
All right,
Yeah.
and now she's someone that's your type.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So yeah.
All
So
right.
sorry. Yeah.
Well, that's all the balloons popped,
All right. Thank
unfortunately.
you.
But
Thank you
thank you
so
so
much,
much for
ladies.
coming
Yes,
on. Let's give
appreciate
it
it.
up for
Good
him,
luck.
ladies.
Yeah. Good luck, everybody. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. Can we get your name?
My name is
It's a
Travis.
strong crop,
Josh,
man.
okay.
This looks like another guy they're gonna
Josh, how
like.
old are you?
Well, I got two ages.
Oh,
Right.
He's
So
he's big, like as in muscular, and he looks quite tall as well. I'm using the tall lady at the end as a reference point, and I'm looking across, and he looks taller than she does. Like his head's above where hers is. So he must be at least 6'1", at least. And he got the tattoos, got the hair. That's like a textbook combination. Let's see.
chronologically, I'm 40,
okay.
but biologically, I'm 35.
And how does that
Ah,
work?
Well, chronologically is like time,
Yeah.
and biologically is like health, health wise.
Oh,
okay.
like
So
you're
he's got
saying
that.
health wise.
Oh, so he's got the health age of a 35 year old because you can get that tested. Yeah, that's it. I think it's good to go by that age. Actually, that's pretty darn good. So he's 40, but he's 35 health wise. Wait, a lot of people are the other way around. They'll be like 35 and they're like 60 health wise. That's not even funny, where
As you're 35.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll let you have it. And what do you
he's
do?
got a beard.
I work in the
Oh,
mental health field.
he's gonna do
Nice.
all right.
Very nice. What are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to work out, roller coasters. What else? Um, I skydive for read books. So yeah.
Okay. All right. And what do you look for in a woman?
She has to have the divine feminine, um, kind.
Oh, dude. Sometimes it's not the woman. Sometimes it's the guy. I'm very fair on this channel. I'm very fair all the time. I don't call a spade a spade. But when I hear people, anyone, male or female, talking about divine feminine, oh, don't like it. Don't like it. I'm not even gonna go into why. But like divine, what makes you divine? You know, you're a human being. It's nice to have confidence. But when you start putting yourself above other people, like feminine, being feminine is good enough. When you start adding divine to it, why? What's divine? Is it divine masculine? Is there such thing, or is it just divine feminine? Or like, why do you have to try and elevate it? Like, it's weird.
Compassionate.
They women that usually say that about themselves usually think they're above, and like everyone has to pander to them, and everything has to be given to them. And for a guy to hear a guy say it, I don't think I've ever really heard a guy say it. But it seems like he's been on Instagram for too long. Touch grass, my brother. Touch grass.
Yeah.
Okay. And some deal breakers?
Um, Deal
Looking jacked though.
breakers.
Looking jacked.
Uh, Kids. My
Okay.
kids.
Kids. Okay. That's
Like
your one.
multiple baby daddies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So we
All
have
the
Tiny Pop
balloons.
balloons, but
What? All the balloons are still there, you know. Jeez.
before we go over there, we did have you on the show before and you ended up matching. What happened with your match?
Yeah, it just didn't work out.
Didn't work out. Okay. Well, welcome back. We're glad
Thank
to
you.
have you.
Appreciate
Hopefully,
it.
we find you someone today.
Right. Appreciate that.
All right. So, like I said, no one. Oh, okay. We did get a pop. Come on over here. Okay. Your
Uh-oh.
name and
Pop
age.
City.
Nikki, 33.
Nikki, why did you end up popping your balloon?
You're very handsome. I just don't like hair on men.
What?
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Right.
And now is Nikki someone that's your type?
At least he's got his own hair. Like, at least it's his own phenotype. Oh
All
no,
right. I'm gonna take a. Can I look you up and down?
dude,
All right.
just do it. Why are you asking?
The dress a little bit too short. Um, but if it was a little longer, yeah,
Okay. Just the
No.
dress.
So, yes.
So, yes, you
So,
are.
yeah, I am.
just the dress.
Okay. Thank you. To get another pop over here,
Uh,
your name and age.
I'm Natalie. I'm 38.
Natalie, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Just physically not my type.
This girl here, this woman here,
And
looks
was
like
she
an
someone
older
that's your
version
type?
of one of
Yeah,
my
she's
cousins.
beautiful.
It's so
Thank
funny.
you.
Yes, yeah.
You feeling me? She's mad. So I'm joking. I'm joking.
She's right. She's not wrong about that. She's right. The other girl popped because he said she's beautiful, and then she goes, "He's feeling me. She's mad." But she's telling the truth though.
Let's head on back. All right. Your name and age.
Janaea Moore with 808 and Trinity. I'm 33.
Okay. And why did you end up
Sorry,
popping your
what? What?
balloon?
She said like a word salad just then. I'm not even gonna rewind it.
So I popped it because you said divine feminine, and I'm more for like the fruits of the spirit.
Oh my
So
god!
I just
Uh, Look, it's got him in trouble. There's certain things you gotta avoid as a dude, and like certain phrases, like. And the funny thing is, that's not even usually one of the ones that guys say. It's usually something that women say, and it's still it got him in trouble. Like I think he needs to stop saying that now if he wants to have success.
I wasn't sure what you meant by divine feminine. I mean, I could have asked, but
Yeah,
I was unsure about that. That sounded very like spiritual, and
yeah.
I'm
Well,
for Christ.
okay, so I'm Christian too,
Okay.
but I mean like in terms of energy. So like I'm very masculine. I'm in
Mm,
my masculine energy, and I need the polarity. So I need
dude,
the feminine energy. So it's like the plus and the minus.
I'm so tired of hearing that. Like different people have different relationship dynamics. Now there are things that play out throughout most relationships, yes, and there are characteristics that males are more likely to have, and characteristics females are more likely to have. And I do believe in masculinity, and I do believe in femininity. But I think they are a spectrum. I don't think you can just point to that and say that is only what femininity is, and you can point to that and say that is only exclusively what masculinity is. I think they blur, and I think the more that people talk about it in a very binary way on social media, which is the most consumed media, so news gets around and spreads like wildfire. I think everyone's starting to believe, or most people are starting to believe, similar things. People are starting to speak the same, they use the same phrases. For God's sakes, he just said divine feminine, you know? That's social media talk. And I think everyone's getting social media brain from consuming so much content, and they're all starting to think similarly that it's dangerous. And yeah, it's just weird and it's odd. I don't like it. Yeah, and the masculine, feminine thing, some women are a little bit more masculine, some guys are a little bit more feminine. It's okay. Like, yeah. Now he's right, there needs to be balance. You should just go for a feminine woman, but a lot of the time it's not just femininity, it's her personality. You can have some super feminine women that are not good people. And you can have some that are good people. You can have some super masculine men that are good people and some that are not good. And you can get some less masculine men that are great people. So you have to kind of just go for what works with you. It's less about the masculine and feminine, it's more about their personality and their individuality and how it merges with yours and stuff like that.
And if you don't have
That's true.
that minus, then we're just gonna be two magnets not working.
That's true. Yes. I mean, I agree. Can I ask questions? Like,
I mean, is he someone that's your type?
yeah, I think he's attractive, and I just have a lot more questions. I mean, like, how Christian are you?
Very Christian, very Christian.
Like, what does that mean?
Um, Man, I talk to God every day. Um, I do need to go to church, but you know, um,
What do you guys think of this girl that he's talking to? I think she's got a strong face card for sure. But I don't know, something about her demeanor and her energy is a bit off for me. She says she's a warrior of God, a worker of God, servant of God, and that's great for her. But something about her, like the decisions she's made in the show, and just that energy that I get from her, I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily from a good place. Actually. You know, that's just my opinion.
I believe in the Most High.
Okay.
Read my Bible, pray every day. So yeah,
Okay. Why don't you go to church?
Okay. Are you? Is this leading to you getting your balloon back? Is it leading to you getting your balloon back,
Yes,
or are
I
you
think
just
yes. I'll get it back. Yeah.
okay? Okay,
Oh
let's get
wow.
the balloon back.
Yeah, looking at this guy, yeah, he's a tyrant. He's got full beard, strong face. He's a good looking guy. Yeah, big. For women in this age range, this seems like, in my mind, I would assume this is like the perfect archetype of a guy. Like,
Ooh, there we go. Okay, we'll be back then. Let's head on back this way. Okay, so we still do have quite a lot of ladies with their balloon left. Oh, okay. Let's go down over there. All right, your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
My name's Anita. I'm 37. Um, I just I was trying to hear him out. I know you said you've been on the show before, and I don't know that I felt like a red flag, but I don't think there's like an attraction between us.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
No, she's
I think she knows she's probably gonna get popped anyway, so she's popping herself to make it less embarrassing. Gets to keep some self esteem and stuff in it.
someone that's your type.
Yeah. She's my type. Definitely, I like her skin tone.
Oh,
I
beautiful.
like dark skinned women.
This guy, that I mean, it's good that he likes that. Well, it's not good or bad. It's just he's perfect for you. But like, I think it's loaded a little bit. You know, when a guy compliments like a particularly dark skinned woman, you can see it as like he just likes it, which he probably most likely does. It's not, it wouldn't be surprising because there's some beautiful dark skinned women, like, and I like them as well. So, but he might be giving a political answer there. He might be saying that so that like, you know, he's getting the nod from the community, getting the nod from the culture. Like, you know, you don't want to get clipped on one of these shows and then put on like Shade Bar or like one of those like Instagram pages and saying you don't like dark skinned black women. That's gonna make you look bad, dude. So good answer.
Man, she's beautiful. You know what I mean? And I
I
like the
didn't.
fact that you got braids. Like
It's a mohawk.
you
A
embracing
what?
yeah.
Oh, I'm shocked, and I didn't think you were attracted.
Why are you shocked?
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
gosh! Didn't I just? Dude, I did. Didn't I say she popped because she thought she was gonna get popped? I said she knew she was gonna get popped, so she popped, and now she can't believe that he's attracted to her, and she's shocked. So look at this.
I didn't think I was his type.
Look, dude, Nostradamus. I don't think there's anyone that can like predict things better when it comes to dating than I can. This is my niche.
I should think that, but
Yeah. Nah, you very beautiful. I like your skin tone again, and you know you got gorgeous almond eyes, and you know, yeah.
Okay.
so are you still leaving your balloon unpopular? Is he someone that is your type?
He's attractive. I just didn't think I was his type.
Why are you eliminating yourself? You want the
Um,
balloon back?
yeah.
Okay.
See, oh my god, this is fate.
Let's get that balloon back.
This happens in real life a lot. I think a lot of women disqualify themselves when they meet an attractive guy. I think I see it a bit. Like you can tell. It's like when you're talking to them, even if we're talking for some sort of reason, or even if they're just we don't even talk to them, they're just like looking by. You can kind of tell there's an energy they give. It's like they're repelling you. Like it's like they put their front up. You can tell it's like they become stern on purpose. They don't even want to make it seem like they would be interested. And and it can happen because you can tell like when you would have been a certain demographics type. Like if you're a guy, you know yourself, you know what sort of woman would probably fantasize about a guy like you, you know. And yeah, so you see so when you see that specific type of woman, like do the opposite. It's like obvious, isn't it? That's more obvious. It's like, but everyone's got their defense mechanism, and that's one of them.
There we go. Okay, we'll be back. Let's head on this way. All right, Josh, I'm gonna hand you a pick now.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have you pop. How many of them are there? Let's do it two balloons. I know, I'm
Yeah, it's
sorry.
tough. Oh, you got beautiful. Um,
They are beautiful, but you gotta pop two.
wow.
I just want to see this clearer. Take these shades. I want to see it
All
clearer.
right. So your name and
Oh,
age
she got
and why
popped
was your
again. I
balloon unpopped?
told you she was gonna. She's gonna
Sophia,
keep getting popped.
36. Very attractive, and I want to hear more about him.
Look, I told you every guy's gonna pop this woman. I'm not even gonna like this. I don't want to do that. Like, she seems like a cool person, but like, yeah, I think she's gonna get popped every time. Yeah.
And I saw it was really tough for you, Josh, but why'd you end up popping hers?
Just the dress, like before, I felt like it's a little bit too short.
Okay.
It looks like a
Other
French
than
maid
that,
sort of.
yeah, you got, you know, nice smile.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Thank you. Okay. We've got 5 ladies left.
Oh
Go ahead and
boy.
ask them a question.
Mm, all right.
Come back, come back.
Sorry. What's something that what's something that you learned from your last relationship?
Okay. Name and age and what's something you learned from your last relationship.
My name is Shahira. I'm 35, and I don't want to give the same answer that I gave last time, but
Just do it, man.
I guess
It's all
just
right.
be confident in who I am and my thoughts and my beliefs, and um, yeah, just lean more into confidence and less insecurities. So yeah.
Okay.
Your name and age and answer this question.
Janae Moore with 808 and Trinity. I'm 33 years old. I learned just to, I guess, not settle, not settle. So, not allowing myself to overlook certain things that I need.
Good. Oh, I can't ask.
You want to ask? Go ahead. Yeah.
What are those needs?
Um, I would say someone who can provide. I was a little bit, it was some years ago. So, I dated somebody like younger, and I was just like, someone who can provide.
Of course, you keep dating younger people because you don't want to date older guys. Like, I mean, really, if you're dating younger guys, maybe you should be providing for them because you've had more time on this earth to make more money. But, I don't know. It does kind of flip it on its head a little bit. Mm, but like, how about you just be a team and provide together? I don't think she wants to. I don't think she's a team player. But a guy like this, I think he'd probably see fit.
I need someone who can provide and someone who can match me physically. And I mean, I
Someone who can match her physically. Ugh, I mean, in my opinion, like I don't mind. I don't think I even mind rating guys. I can't. I don't think I'll be the most accurate rating of guys because I don't date guys. I think I'm better at rating women. But objectively looking at both of them, I'd rate him as a guy higher than I'd rate her as a woman. I think because it's just harder to look like what he looks like, and it's more rare to meet a guy that looks like that than it is to meet a woman that looks like that. If that makes sense. Like he's tall, he's muscular, he's got tattoos. I think that women would think he's a handsome guy. He's a handsome guy. He's got a beard, he's got long hair, he's not dressed badly, and especially for his age as well. So he looks like he's got style. He looks like a man that women would find attractive. I think if a woman walks into a room with this guy, like, and says to her friends, "That is my man," they're gonna be thinking, "Okay, she must be somebody to be able to get a guy like this to stay." You know what I mean? But yeah,
at that time I was intimate. I'm not anymore. I'm waiting till marriage now. But at the time, he just didn't match me sexually, and I knew that even before we were intimate. So I should have just.
the sexual stuff is fair. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I mean, if you want to have a monogamous relationship, then you've got to be able to please each other. I think that is important. Yeah, absolutely. Like bad sex can really hurt a relationship.
I should have just never done it.
Mm, okay. Okay.
Okay.
All that said, this she's meant to be like a servant of God. I don't know, man. I'm not sure about her. I told you her energy is off. Like her answers don't seem to match up properly. It doesn't seem like she is coming from the perspective of somebody that is like a servant of God.
Your name and age and the answer to his question.
I am Jessica and I'm 36. I would say to receive grace and to give grace. I think when you're in a relationship with someone, they become the closest person to you. So they see intimate details that you don't allow other people to see. And so they can provide insight into who you are and also remind you to give grace to yourself and give grace to one another.
Okay.
Okay, your name and age and the answer to his question.
I'm Liz. I'm 36. Before I answer, is my skirt too short? Because you thought I feel like my
It is.
But just to say that the lady beforehand, her answer again, a good answer. This woman's consistent with it.
Short, but I like your hair though. I like that you got your locks. So I don't know. You might.
Look at that. He likes the hair. He likes the locks. He likes a woman that has her own phenotype. Now, I'm assuming that is her own hair, but even if it wasn't, it's still the same texture that her own hair would be. This is why it's more acceptable. This is why braids are seen as more acceptable, because even though it might not be your hair, at least it, it resembles your real hair.
Yeah. No,
So something I learned in my last relationship is how important it is to like really stand on my boundaries and not self-sacrifice just to stay in the relationship. I feel like I did that a lot. So I wound up in relationships that weren't really the best for me because I was just, doing things to keep the relationship going instead of, staying true to myself. So sticking to my boundaries.
all right. Okay.
Your name and age and answer to his question.
My name's Anita.
By the way, that was another one of those answers where it's like, essentially what she's saying is she's not going to be as giving or as nice or as warm, and she'll be more likely to be more reserved and more about herself going forward, potentially for this new partner, which means someone else got a better her in the relationship. In a way, he's being punished because of the baggage that she has. Like you can look, no matter how you look at it, it still kind of amounts to that. He's getting a worse experience than he would have had if she hadn't had those experiences in her life. So, yeah, do with that information what you will, sir.
I'm 37. And what I learned from my last relationship is you can't love someone into loving you back, like sticking to who you are and what your boundaries are. So um, I just kind of find myself losing myself trying to make myself become this person for someone because I want to.
This is kind of another one of those answers. And it's funny because I was watching something the other day, I think it was last week, and I think there was a study done on women's patterns of behavior after 35. I think it was really closer to like 40, 40 to 40. I think it was between 40 and 50 for the age of the women that they did the study on. And it's like their attitude versus younger women, their attitudes to like life, being more about themselves, being less given. They all say that. They all say that. And it's really funny because there's a Shannon Sharp situation going on right now. Look, there's a big uproar because he's dating younger women. But, he's in his 50s. Women in the late 30s to 50 and above, their attitude changes. They're less giving, they're less nice, they're more about themselves statistically. So, what incentive is there for a man really to want to date a woman that's going to have more baggage and be less nice, less kind? Like, it just doesn't make sense. And then on top of that, the looks. Realistically, like men tend to be attracted to women within breathing age, like at age where they can give you children. And that is usually the case no matter what age a man is. You want a woman that is old enough. So old enough, so not a childhood and stupid like that. We're talking about an actual adult, like at least over 18. But just younger than like 40, essentially. Like, because, and I know it varies from man to man. I think they're beautiful older women personally. I don't know if it makes sense if you're a person that doesn't have a family yet to couple up with a woman in her 40s. Like, I don't know how many children you can expect to get out of that if that's something that you want. Uh, but beauty wise, there's some beautiful older women. Like, I don't think anyone. I think guys definitely keep an open mind. Uh, you know, throughout history, older women and younger guys have worked as well. Not necessarily in long-term relationships, but it's usually a different sort of relationship. But that is a very common. That's actually quite common in my opinion. I've seen it a lot myself. So yeah, but I can see why a guy wouldn't for a longer-term relationship. That just needs to be accepted.
To be loved the right way when I could have just walked away.
Okay. What's being loved the right way? Like, what's that for you? What's that look like?
Well, when sometimes infidelity means that you're lacking something, so you're looking for that, right? And I just, yeah, people make mistakes and everything like that because we're adults. But if it's constant, you're just holding on to me for something. You're not trying to. You don't want me. I might just fulfill a need for you selfishly, so you just keep me around. But that messes up me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. It is time to pop a balloon. Go ahead and pop one.
Mm. Ah, okay. Man. Oh, all right. Let's pop.
All right. So why did you
Why
pick?
do you pop that one?
I was very unsure, but he's nice looking. I like his hair. Got a nice face. You have a really intense glare. Like your eyes are really intense. But then you said you like roller coasters. So I was like, is he serious? Is he fun? Like it was confusing. So I'm glad you popped it.
By the way, he's still got balloons there. This just shows like the, the guys they've had on this show have been. It's been a strong cast. They've had some good guys on here, like older guys that make sure they still look good. Like, and women respond to them accordingly, and it just shows how important looks are. Looks are probably the number one thing that you can have as a guy and as a woman, obviously. But we're talking about guys right now. Like, looks is the number one thing. Obviously, other stuff's important, but like, if you want a woman to actually want you, yearn for you, find you sexy, when she fantasizes, you don't necessarily want to think of like loads of other people. Like, you don't know what's going in their head. She might think of some other people sometimes, but you want to be one of the guys she actually fantasizes about. You don't want to be someone that she never fantasizes about sexually. So yeah.
Okay.
So
What was causing you to be unsure?
just he said the divine feminine, and then his eyes,
Dude, defied feminine, like he needs to drop that out of his lexicon completely.
and then that was it for me, really. Yeah.
Now she's someone that's your type.
It's a little too tall.
What?
Um,
Oh, dude, you're silly, man. What do you mean too tall? What are you talking about?
and I like strong eye contact. I feel like the eyes are the window to the soul.
Exactly. I
So
agree.
I have nothing to hide. I want you to look and see my eyes.
Yes, they're
So
just super intense. I don't know if I like a soft gaze, but you're like, so y'all can have
sorry.
that.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Josh, we've got four girls left. Go ahead and ask them another question. Sorry, four ladies.
Okay. Mhm. Um. Wow. What's the best advice someone's ever given you throughout the course of your whole life?
Okay. What's the best advice someone has given you?
The best advice, it's going to sound like the best advice comes from the Bible. That's just where the best advice comes from. And so anytime I open the book, I'm getting advice every single time. So just I would say the Bible. I mean, if you want to know what it is,
That's a fair answer, to be fair. If you're going to claim to be the servant of the Lord or something, then that is the best answer.
you want to know what
Yeah, what's one
Yeah, I
from the
want to know.
Bible
I
that
want to
you
know.
I
Yeah,
would say it's seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things will be added unto you. So if you seek God first, then God will direct your path.
All right.
Okay.
It's
What
like,
about over here?
I believe the question was the best piece of advice.
Mm-hmm.
It came from my dad. His motto is "Don't ask, just believe." And
I'm looking at these two. See, here's the problem with being a decent looking guy, though, because like I'm looking at him, I'm looking at her, and it might seem weird for them to even be together. It just seems like he's outshining her, like looks wise. That could be hard in a relationship.
that's something that I've adapted to my entire life. I think it's important to have a strong belief in faith. And if you have a strong belief in faith, then you don't have to ask, you just have to believe.
Okay.
What about over here? Best advice.
Liz, 36. My best advice is also from my dad. And this is going to sound cheesy, but it's be a leader, not a follower, which I learned it when I was young, but I do think it applies in adulthood too, with like so many people who like seek validation from
These are all good answers, by the way.
mothers and things like that. So I've always like used
All good advice. Whether or not they take it, that's a different story. But all good advice.
it to just walk to the beat of my own drum. And yeah.
Okay.
And what about over here?
I'm not trying to be on trend here, but my best advice came from my stepdad. He's an amazing man of God, and he just explained to me the power of grace. In a generation where we're all lost and people feel like maybe they're not good enough to go to Christ or to come, and the people that are in the church are condemning and pushing them away. He expressed to me giving and getting grace, and how the grace of God is enough for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So that alone just kind of changed my mindset, and I noticed that I kind of operated and feeling like I didn't have to fix it myself, but just to spend time with God, surrender what I do desire, and everything's fallen in place since.
Okay.
Okay. We got to dwindle them down. So I'm going to have you pop two
Okay.
whenever you're ready.
Start the pop.
Okay. One more.
I knew she'd get popped. I'll be honest, it's that area here, man. It's the face, it's the weight underneath the neck, on the neck, underneath the chin. It's just, it changes your whole look. It changes everything, man. If she had worked on that, if she lost some weight, she might be a little catch. Hopefully her personality wouldn't change with that. That happens quite often. Yeah. Sometimes people lose weight, it's like acting brand new. Then what was the point? It's that you're just like everyone else then. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Let's come on over here first. The one you ended up popping. So why was your balloon unpopped?
Well, he's an attractive man. I like how you're well put together and you're asking good questions to get quality answers from us. So I like that you're being intentional and you weren't afraid to come a second time to find love.
Yeah.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
Just I think the attraction, you know,
Look at the way the two girls checking him out. Actually, that's what you see.
it's just that. But yeah.
All good.
Thank you.
Okay.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Um, I just thought it was right. I don't know. I just remember that. Are you 40?
I am.
I know. I just remember that you're a little bit older than what I prefer,
This
but also
girl's a
like
this girl's a weirdo. Get-
to like hear you
Make
out
your
and
mind up.
see. And yeah,
Wasting
there's not a
everyone's
lot.
time.
I think you're attractive and you have a good head on your shoulders.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Our two ladies left. Any questions for him? Okay, she's ready.
So you said you work in the mental health field.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that work in a relationship? Like, how do you ensure that when you have conflict in a relationship, it's not like coming off like
Mm-hmm.
condescending or like you know everything? Like, what does that look like? I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. Um, so I definitely do a lot of like self-reflection, right? To check on my, emotional state. So I think just me being self-aware, recognizing where I'm at. I do like to, I'm, I'm gonna be honest, I like my solitude at times. So I could like feel what I'm feeling and, get connected to me. So that way it doesn't like radiate on someone else.
How is that communicated?
How's it communicating?
Yeah.
Well, I could communicate myself, and then after that, I could communicate with you. This is how I'm
No,
feeling.
like how would you communicate to your partner that you need space, or like what does
Mm.
that look like?
Hmm. Yeah. Um. It looks like I need space.
Did someone just pop?
Why was that a pop?
Um,
Was it her?
I'm just like I kind of have like an anxious attachment style. I know that about myself, so
Yeah.
I would need like someone who would over communicate, like, "Hey, I need a little space," and like just give me a little reassurance in those moments. And it sounds like you might kind of just do your own thing a little bit. Yeah, yeah, which is a little scary for me. But
Okay.
yeah, other than that, you're very attractive. I loved everything you had to say, but
So now is she someone that is your type?
Yeah, she's my type. Yeah,
Thank
she is.
you. Okay, let's go over here. Any questions over here?
I have to.
Okay, go for
Okay, so what exactly happened with the
Wait a minute.
masculinity?
Is he gonna end up with this one?
Mm.
it.
And the second question, so you can pick which one you want to answer first. Um, when you do go into your I need space times, is it something that you do because you really just need space, or is it something that you do because hey, you don't like what I said and you're going, oh, I'm gonna put her
Mm.
in timeout. I need space.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. So if I need space, it's like I'm gonna communicate. I need space. Um, the anxious attachment style. I'm kind of glad that you said that because I think that's something that we all have to work on ourselves,
Hmm.
but that's something that I can't I can't do. I feel smothered. So
Okay.
um, yeah, I mean I'll communicate. So
Was that the issue from the other?
I prefer. So what happened previously in previous relationships?
You don't want
She's
to talk
not
about it.
here
Okay.
to defend herself, so
Okay.
I don't want to say anything.
Okay.
That's
Okay. Do you have kids?
no kids.
Do you want kids?
I do.
And like, what do you see yourself in the next 2 years?
I respect what you said about not wanting to like talk about it because she's not here to defend herself. That's a classy move, man. I think a lot of people should take that on and do the same thing. Run with it. That's a good one.
Married with at least one child.
Okay, well, let me bring you on up here with us. Let's all come up here. Come on up, y'all. All right, so she asked quite a few questions. Joss, do you have any? If you don't have any,
No, no
that's fine.
questions.
No questions? No,
No questions.
okay, well then, is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Yes.
We got a
Yeah. If he's happy, then yeah, go for it,
match!
man. It's a
I'll
match,
take this
baby.
mic, and you guys can go on off. Get your girl. Let's make some noise for them. Woo! All right, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in.
Single man. Oh, a lot of
We
pops.
have your
Oh
name.
my
My
gosh.
name is Paul.
Oh, he's
Paul, how
short.
old are you?
I am
Oh, he's
41
short,
years
man.
old, young.
Oh
All right,
no.
and what do you do?
I'm
Pop
an attorney,
City over here.
and I actually am an executive for a theater company that does a little.
Pop City, man's an attorney. They don't care about that. You're short. And that's sad. But I get it at the same time. It's just bit of cruelty, but truth. And I don't even blame them for that, man. They want to feel smothered and strong, and protected, and held, and heard, and that's it. And so, you look at a man like this and they don't feel that from him. Here's what it is, man.
Little bit of motivational storytelling for different types of issues, for bringing hope to young people, kind of health issues, change, that kind of thing. But my number one thing that I do, I'm an ambassador for the Short Kings Revolution movement,
Mm.
where
Oh man, he shouldn't. He's trying to lean into it. I don't know, man. You got to lean out of that. God
for
damn.
old school folks, where came from the old chocolate revolution, where chocolate was in the back and the light skinned brothers was towards the front. But we came back
What
up,
is going on?
and
He's
now
just
we're
not saying
here.
anything.
So
He is not saying anything correct right now. God, he's down to one balloon.
I want to be able to get to a point where the those 6'2" brothers, put them aside. Give me that 5'1" guy back there. But yeah, just like to have fun, be able to do things
It's
in
not
my
gonna
spare
happen,
time.
pal.
Nice, nice. Okay.
It's not gonna happen, pal. It's okay to do that.
And now you said 5'1", so you're 5'1"? You're not
I'm
5'1".
actually 5'7".
Okay.
If
Uh-oh.
I
Okay.
wear the right shoes, maybe I get up to like around 5'8". That's somewhere around there. But
Got it.
hey, look, once you
He has a sense of humor. Like this leopard print. I think that's actually jaguar print. But yeah, I know my cats. Um, she is consistently doing chances, but like not really. Because I can see why she is doing chances. But like they might, maybe they're a good match. 'Cause he's funny, he's got personality. He's an attorney. They're both educated. They both speak sort of well. Um, he's got the short thing going on, so he really appreciate her more than like the last guy. Probably would have like a good looking. He'll appreciate her more than like a really good looking guy would appreciate her, I guess. And also, she's got going on. She's overweight, stuff like that. So she probably appreciate him being shorter more than like a good looking girl, a very good looking girl would. So maybe they're close to each other's level. Like sometimes it's good to just be with your looks level.
go short, you'll never abort. Okay, I made that up
If
myself.
you go short, you never abort.
All
I
right.
like
Now, what do you like to do for fun?
I am a big believer in the Lord Jesus Christ, and He has allowed me to get wherever I've gotten in my life, and it's been an absolute blessing. And so I volunteer at my church, True Zion Gospel Temple. That's a main church. If you need a home church, that's the place to go. It's absolutely amazing. I volunteer. I do a little bit of extracurricular stuff there. I love
it.
to
Anyway,
be outdoors,
well, right.
indoors. I do a little bit of everything, but I also play music. And so I play the piano. I play a little bit of bass guitar. So would love to play some music for somebody out here.
You're always
But
gonna serenade her.
I'm pretty relaxed, pretty chill kind of person.
Okay. And what do you look for in a woman?
I look for someone who is honest, someone who communicates well, someone's faithful, someone loyal, someone warm, someone that loves the Lord, obviously, as well, and then someone that is very nurturing.
Okay. And deal breakers?
Deal breaker is probably the opposite of all that stuff. So being able to see someone that's not that faithful or someone that's not as nurturing, someone that's not as warm.
Right.
But I'm pretty open, but as long as they have that core of the Lord, we can work with anything.
Okay. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Hello, I'm Shahira. I'm 35. I popped my balloon because I think you're just a little too short. Like I don't mind dating somebody who's a little shorter,
The
but
revolution
I
is
haven't
coming
had that
back.
many good experiences with short guys. So
Nah, because the revolution will not be televised today, bro.
I'm just gonna. But you seem very nice, very funny. I love the blue and the butter combo, navy.
Blue and
You
butter,
seem like
you know.
Try.
you got style. So that means a lot.
No, I appreciate you. God bless you.
Didn't mean enough though. Blue and butter combo. She's trying to butter you up while she's saying no and popular believe.
And now she's someone that's your type?
So for me, I've given up the type thing because of the fact that some of the stories that I've heard of like really long lasting.
By the way, style wise, if I was him, I would have left the undershirt, the t-shirt, like a black or navy t-shirt underneath the butter shirt. Yeah, leave that one.
Beautiful relationships have been people like I wasn't attracted to them, I didn't like them, and next thing you know, something beautiful happened and came. So I've given up the type. I don't want everyone that looks like my exes anymore because if I've done the same thing and didn't get the results I was looking for, I got to change it up a little bit. So,
Yes, I
but
agree.
girl, you got to go.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right, perfect. Thank you. It's gone over here. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm Janaea Moore. I'm 33, and I popped my balloon just because I just didn't have that initial attraction. If I'm gonna, I'm dating to marry, and if I'm going to marry someone, I have to like, want to be with him and only him for the rest of my life. So there's that, and I did go short, and I did abort,
Oh,
and I'm
no.
not gonna go
Oh,
back.
shame.
So
She got him on that one. Also, I was just thinking, Janelle Amore or something? Or Janaea Moore? I don't know, man. Why not just go by, every time she says a name, she says Janae Moore. It just comes across as someone that's trying to be like a brand. Because most people just say Janae. I've got so many names, by the way. I've got a lot of names. I've got like, two middle names that I could use. Um, I've actually got a third middle name, but like, we don't even go there. Like, but yeah, like, I don't use them because it's easier to just say the first name. But when you have to make an effort to say that second one, it's just, I don't know, combined with her attitude, combined with her answers, combined with the decisions she's made, not godly to me, man. It's just there's an edge to it. It's like right beneath the surface. I can feel it bubbling under there. Like, you've got like a rage and like a negativity. Like, yeah.
There's that. Okay.
Yes.
Now she's someone that you approach if you
She
saw
is
out.
absolutely gorgeous. I've got the confidence to approach whoever, and so I would approach, and I'm not afraid of rejection, and because I obviously can't leave here with each and every one of you. So, but you're absolutely gorgeous. Again, someone that's loves church, someone that loves the Lord Zion. Shout out.
I love that. I love your. I love that.
Yeah,
Yes. Keep
you
that up.
would be we would be going to church and praying
We
together.
can still go to church and pray.
Come on now.
I'm
Come
going
on.
tomorrow.
Come
So
on.
let's
I'm
go.
from New York, so
I'm a fine one
there you
here.
go.
Thank you. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
This is where telling this, trying to pop the balloon and find church, bro. I'm still going tomorrow, just invited him. He got himself out of that one swiftly, though.
I am Jessica and I'm
Hi,
36.
Jessica.
I think your personality is infectious. You had all of us laughing and smiling. Um,
But
and I also love what you do. You seem really enthusiastic about what you do.
Yes, I love
Um,
helping.
but
if we saw each other out, I don't think things would go past us just getting to know each other on a surface level.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Um, oh, I,
she's not attracted
no,
to me,
the
basically.
same thing. Because for me, like, I don't really go by initial attraction. I totally took that playbook and like ripped it up, recognizing to be able to. I know this is speed dating, and so being able to say, "Oh man, short kings, not yet," but being able to see, I could feel your spirit. You have such a beautiful spirit, such a wonderful energy, and that kind of thing is what I kind of move towards now. Somebody's energy.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
She's like, nice meeting you. Why? Dude, it's over. She's not attracted to you. If the attraction isn't there, it's a wrap.
Pleasure's all.
Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Liz and I'm 36. Hi. I just didn't have that initial attraction there. You have a wonderful personality, very funny, great personality. I just didn't feel that initial attraction when you came out.
Totally respect it.
Okay. What about for her?
Everyone has this wonderful energy. Like I'm a deep spiritual person. I feel like prophesying over everybody over here. It's just like God's going to do some amazing things for you, and it's
Thank
like
you.
being able to feel that deepness and that depth for me. It's like really important. And so if I'm not allowing the ooze to come out, that's okay. But my prayer is that you find someone really beautiful, and
Thank
I would
you. I
absolutely
appreciate
approach her,
that.
and even if she was like, "Nah, I'm not part of the revolution yet," that's okay too. But I would absolutely, I would approach everyone. So that's the shortcut here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I beat me to the punch. Thank you. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Nikki, 33. So I'm not going to say what I didn't like about him. It's I think that I'm just a little bit too much woman for you.
Oh,
I'm just
In what ways?
size.
Okay.
And just, I'm just
my grandma.
They like to feel engulfed by their man. They want to like offer a steamy night. They want to put on like one of these shirts. They want to put on a man's shirt, and she wants the shirt to be flowing. It's massive, too big for her. The arm and the sleeve are too big. It's just like she's swallowed up by the shirt. That's what she wants. She'll be squeezing up in this man's shirt in that butter shirt, squeezing. It's gonna look like Incredible Hulk got in that shirt when she's finished with it.
mother always told me that a little axe can cut down a big tree, and so
Oh.
you know.
No, I
But
love your
yeah,
confidence. So,
yeah.
yeah.
No, I appreciate your honesty.
I'm not interested, but I love the confidence though. Love the
I feel like being able to like feel that energy, feel that connection is great. I would definitely approach you again,
just
recognize.
bro, just stop talking. Move on to the next one. She's not gonna date you, bro.
And again, I've only dated shorter women before, but
Mhm.
I recognize that I got to rip that up as
Yeah.
well. And so we could have taken it slow to be able to get me to be able to handle it, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Thanks.
I definitely pray God's blessings over.
Okay, your name and age, and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Natalie. I'm
Hi,
38 years
Natalie.
old. I am an ally to the short revolution, but I'm not necessarily in it.
Yeah, that's okay. There you
But you know,
go.
I'm
There
all
you
for
go.
y'all.
There you go.
I am also trying to give up the whole idea of having a type as well. But it does. I do believe. I'm a strong believer that it does start with the initial attraction. When people say like, "Oh, I just throw out the window," I don't believe that because you gotta see what you gotta like what you see. I do think you're a great person, and I thank you for the prayers that you've given and everything like that. But I just don't see us going long term.
Yeah, yeah, no, I definitely respect that. Part of it is being able for me, like, to really like push the conversation of where kind of dating has kind of gotten a little bit. So I'm always going to challenge folks to be able to say,
All these like people putting them down. I have to really take my hat off to just for taking it so long. I suppose once you've had that all your life, you probably get used to it. But I think in this current climate, I think heights being more of a thing in the last like 5 years. I think it's been even blown up out of proportion. But yeah, I couldn't even imagine what it would be like rejected so much. Yeah, there's something that you can't control as well. Mhm.
if I've done something before and it didn't quite work, what's a different way
I
that I
definitely
could do it?
understand that, and I
Yeah,
agree with that. I'm trying to also change that notion as well.
yeah,
Clearly, what I liked before didn't work, or I
yeah,
would not be here.
yeah.
But I definitely, I do understand. But thank you.
No,
Thank you.
absolutely, absolutely.
Your name and age, and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Sophia,
Hi,
36.
Sophia.
Hi. Just initial attraction. I love your
Oh
cross.
wow, even she popped on
I love
it.
your
That's true
journey.
sign.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, you know it's bad when she popped on it.
Yeah.
You know it's bad when she popped on it there. Because she be getting popped. She's finally turned the table this time. Oh man.
Just initial attraction. I prefer my men a bit taller than me, and I got some height on me, so yeah. But it's all love.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, short King's Revolution. Once you go short, you may have aborted one time. I think she aborted, um, but it won't happen too much. But you're amazing. Again, you all have wonderful spirits,
Thank
beautiful
you.
energy. Again, I'm praying that you guys really find that wonderful person for you,
Thank you.
because you all deserve love. You all deserve
Amen.
that companion that makes you feel strong and empowers you to do what God brought you on this earth to do.
Thank you. All right. Well, Paul, that is all the balloons popped, unfortunately. Thank you so much for coming on. I'll take that. Let's give it up for him, ladies. Okay, let's bring out our next single guy.
Single guy.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
James,
James, how old are you?
37.
And what do you do?
I'm a high school PE teacher. I'm a basketball coach. I'm an entrepreneur. I own about 10 vending machines.
Wow.
And I'm currently investing in real estate.
Okay, very nice. What are some things you like to do for fun?
I love to go to sporting events, concerts, comedy shows. I love to travel, of course. Um, just seeing the country and
Mhm.
different countries as well. So,
Okay, okay. What do you look for in a woman?
um, well, first I got to be physically attracted to her, of
Mhm.
course. Somebody who's confident, has some type of fashion sense, ambitious, and just knows how to have fun.
Okay, and deal breakers?
Lazy, uh, just always negative.
Mm.
Um, mean, rude, and just somebody that's not pleasant to be around.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping.
Okay.
Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Hello, my name is Shahir. I'm 35, and I just popped because I think you're just a little too short for me, and just
I was thinking like, not sure how well he's gonna do. He's definitely gonna do better than the last guy, but because he's got a few other things going for him. So I don't think he's gonna do badly. We'll see. But yeah, I definitely knew this wasn't gonna work out between these two. That was a no go. Yeah.
seem older, like really old soul, kind of. So that's pretty much it for me.
she said he's got an old soul. You know? Oh my god.
All right. And now, how tall are you?
5'10".
5'10". 5'10". Okay. Now, she's someone that's your type.
She is, but she's too tall for me. I wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
So she's
it's
not
good that
then.
she popped then, right?
Works out perfect because I'm actually 5'10" without the heels, but I don't know.
Quite like the hills to be fair. Quite nice.
So yeah, it works out.
That's all good.
Thank you. Let's go here. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm Janaea Moore. I'm 33, and I popped my balloon just
Janaea Moore. It sounds like a porn star. Well, sorry, it sounds like a corn star.
because you're not really my physical type. I was like, I have a thing with noses, and I like a guy with kind of like a thin like bridge. I know that's
What?
like so
What?
extra, but I do. I just have this like
Wait,
attraction to like
what?
this like thin bridge.
Wait, she likes guys with smaller nose. His nose looks almost like hers in my opinion. She doesn't have a super thin nose. I mean, admittedly, look at his nose now. It's probably not the best nose in the world, but like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I like noses. Yes.
No, she's someone that's
But
your
like,
type.
this is what I'm saying. Like, you know, again, someone who's working a servant of God. I don't know. Like, her answers it doesn't match up.
She's pretty. I mean, I don't know if I would approach her, but she's good looking.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Oh, did she just say? Did she just say? No, you. So she said. No, I can't believe what she just. Let me just. I might have to reel that up. I can't believe that. Oh, did she just say? Did she just do what I think she said? Was she being rude? Wait.
She's pretty. I mean, I don't know if I would approach her, but she's good looking.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
He just said, I don't know if I would approach her. She goes, yeah, you shouldn't. Nah, she's not godly at all. This chick's doing Satan's work. This is a messenger of Satan. Didn't I tell you she had a negativity just bubbling beneath the surface, dude? I'm unmatched. Like, listen, I can. So in psychology, I specialized in the behavior, looking at the behavior, body language, vocal tonality. Anyone that has like a tell, a personality tell, that was what I specialized in. But sometimes I can't even put my finger on it sometimes, but I can just feel it. Not in a mystical way. It's all because of the data that I'm taking in with my eyes, and then I can just tell something's off. Yeah, mean spirited man. Oh,
I shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let's move on.
oh,
Your name and
oh,
age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
oh, mean. Oh.
Jessica, I'm 36. I think that you are attractive. I'm just not attracted to you. But I love that.
You're not. That's a weird thing to say. I feel like you're attractive. I'm just not attracted to you. Now, if I'm looking at like the Vogue magazine, you know, so obviously there are models all over the magazine, and some models are not everyone's cup of tea, but they're the standard. They're at least they're a standard to be a model. So you can say something like, "I can tell that you're attractive," or someone would be attracted to you, but I'm not attracted. But when you're saying it to like someone like this, you're probably just not attractive. You don't have to lie about it. I know you're trying to be polite, but is lying polite, or is it just a lie?
You're ambitious and you really seem motivated.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
She's attractive. Like I said, I don't know if I would attract. I mean, if I would approach her outside or something like that. But no,
Okay, and he's not attracted to her either. It's okay. It's okay, guys.
sorry. I don't know if I would approach her outside or anything like that. But she is attractive.
Thank you. All right, we've got 4 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
Uh, well, what are they looking for in a man?
What are they looking for in a man? Okay. Let's start here. Name and age, and what are you looking for in a man?
My name is Liz. I'm 36. I'm looking for a man that believes in God, someone who wants to be a protector, provider, someone who's kind, caring, honest, fun. I love to laugh, have fun. All the basic things I feel like everybody's looking for in a man. Yeah,
Okay.
just keep it there.
Good. Your name and age, and what are you looking for in a man?
Nikki, 33, confident, hardworking, smart, funny, kind, all those great things.
Yes.
Supportive, supportive.
That's a good one. Yeah. Okay. Your name and
You notice how they would laugh when she said kind, like she left it to last. Like they all know what she means. Like, it's like willing to be all covenant. It's like, dude, but waste the man. If they're not attracted to it, they should just make it clear, man.
age, and what are you looking for in a man?
Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm 38 years old. Simply, I'm looking for a man that wants to be with me. I'm looking for someone that's loyal, that's faithful. It sounds like a dog, but it's just like I want someone that wants to be there and wants to be in the relationship. Um, yeah.
Your name and age, and what are you looking for in a man?
My name is Sophia. I'm 36, and someone who's loyal, God fearing, doesn't a great communicator, um, support, just a great person and a good personality. Yeah.
That's good.
It's weird. It's like her voice doesn't match her face in a way. I'm gonna be kind.
Thank you.
Oh, we got another pop.
Oh, right here. I was looking back. So, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I just popped because I'm just not feeling the energy. I'm getting kind of like a nonchalant vibe, like lackadaisical. So I
Lackadaisical.
don't know.
Someone saw it in the dictionary. Nonchalant. I mean, he doesn't know you guys, and quite a few of you guys have been a little bit unpleasant. So, especially one in particular. So, at this point, he's probably thinking, do you know what? I'm trying not to be rude. Like, do I even want to be here? So, yeah, but you should kind of understand that because you've seen what's happened to it.
I'm just not feeling the connection really.
I see. Okay. Now she's spot on. Are you?
That said, fair enough. You're not feeling it, you're feeling it.
Are you nonchalant or?
I'm chill. I'm chill. I don't really get too high or too low on anything.
Okay. Okay. She's someone that's your type.
Um, she's good looking. Like I don't know if I would approach her out in public or anything like that, but she is. She's okay.
So, what would make you not want to approach her?
I'm not sure. It's just not my type. You know, I mean, like she looks cute. She's cute, but it's just like she's just cute girl. I wouldn't want to talk to her. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, let's just stay here. We got 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
What's the best and the worst thing about dating you?
Okay. So, what's the best and worst thing about dating you? Let's start here.
The best thing is I'm super supportive, smart, and I can hold somebody down. The worst thing is I can't think of anything. um, just a little clingy, maybe sometimes.
Thank you. The best and worst thing about dating you.
The best thing about dating me is I'm funny, I'm supportive. I would say the worst thing about dating me, and I've heard it across the board, is that I choose not to cook, and I do know that a lot of men I've ran into that do hate that, but I don't cook daily.
Okay. So you eat out every day?
I get by.
Okay.
That's mad, by the way. Even though I let her to ask, you eat out every day? How does that work then? How does that work? I'm actually curious as to how that works.
Right, I'll do it. Yeah, okay, what about over here? The best
We're spending a lot of money.
and worst thing about dating you.
The best thing is I'm down for almost anything. I'm pretty athletic. I love to travel.
Okay.
I love hot yoga. um, the worst thing about me,
Mm.
um,
Uh,
I mm,
I'm gonna say it, man. I think the worst thing about her might be her facial expression. I don't know why she's been she's had an expression like she smells something really bad for the whole time. It's really hurting her, you know. She needs to work on that for real.
I don't even know. I guess when I'm serious about you, I'm I'm serious. I don't play games, so once you are not communicating very efficient with me, I just tend to disconnect. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I just wasn't feeling a connection. I know it's like really like the other guy said, it's like speed dating, but even just like you're not really, yeah, you don't really seem to want to be here. It's kind of an odd feeling. Like you just, like she said, like you're very nonchalant, and it's like, yeah, okay, I get you. I don't, whatever. And so it's kind of just like I don't feel any kind of energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now she's someone that's your type?
No,
No.
no.
And why not?
I mean, I'm just not physically attracted. Honestly.
Thank you.
So I think the reason he's nonchalant is because no one up there is his type. Not interested. And also, it's funny saying that, but like, I don't think anyone on the panel is particularly acting like they wanted to be with him either. So it's reciprocal. Like, why would you be acting like you're just eager to be with someone that isn't showing that back? It doesn't make sense, especially when you don't know them. None of them owe each other anything. So, I mean, his energy, admittedly, he's not Mr. Excitement. I'll give him that. He is not Mr. Excitement. He is not Mr. Charisma. Um, so it's fair comment, but like they have to be fair. Maybe it's not a fair comment, but yeah, they should be fair. But I can understand where they're coming from. They want girls want to have fun. They want someone that comes in. They probably want a guy, ideally a guy that comes in, owns the room, is making everyone laugh, says witty stuff, all of that stuff. But like, this isn't a Jane Austen novel. This isn't a fantasy. This is reality. You kind of got to compromise a little bit.
And you did end up popping over here as well. Why?
I'm just a happy person. I like to laugh and smile a lot, and you have not smiled at any of us once.
Okay.
That's all. But other than that, I like all
That
the
was
other
the most he
qualities. I
laughed.
like that you have a job, and then you have all your vending machines, and all that. You are definitely my type. I just want to smile a little bit.
See,
Now she's someone that's your type.
I wouldn't approach.
Okay.
No.
And why not?
What is your type? Because
Um,
none of us seem to be your type so far.
I mean, she was probably the closest one to my type to say.
Okay. Okay.
And
I see.
I'm not. I mean, I'm really not really physically attracted.
He shouldn't have said that, bro. Because I wouldn't even give it that one. The props. She was the rudest one. Like, I know he's being honest, but also someone else popped when he said that, so that wasn't very smart. You got to be strategic in this game.
Get some most of them out here right now. I mean, I'm not no disrespect or anything. I'm just being honest.
Of course. Yeah. Teach his own.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. She ended up popping over here. So why'd you end up popping? I mean, I think I know, but
Yeah, you pointed back there, so
yeah,
I'm good.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's head on back. All right. Well, that is all the balloons popped. Thank you so much for coming on. I'll take the mic.
problem.
So give it up for him, ladies.
Yeah, I remember I said earlier, I didn't think he's got any like, help with anyone. I said there was a chance, but yeah.
All right. Let's bring out our next single guy.
It's a long show today, man. Is it? I think it is.
Hello. Welcome in.
Oh
Can we have
man,
your name?
nah. You look a bit aged. It's the hair,
My name
man.
is
Oh
Darnell.
man.
And
As soon as I saw him walking, I was there's too much. I'm seeing too much grey, and he's not super tall or anything to kind of like offset it. It's so fun. I know how women think, Oh yeah.
Darnell, how old are you?
I'm 47 years of age.
47. And what do you do?
I am an entrepreneur. I'm a
Reminds me of Kevin Hart.
stand-up comedian, actor,
Oh my god, he's a stand-up comedian like Kevin Hart.
entertainer, and podcaster.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun?
I actually enjoy spending time with my friends, family. I like to draw. I like to laugh. I'm a foodie. I love to eat. I like to travel as well, and I like to just learn new things.
Okay. What do you look for in a woman?
I look for, at the end of the day, a virtuous woman. If I have to tell you what that means, then I just know you're not for me.
Okay. And deal breakers?
Deal breakers, being dismissive, not being open-minded, and a woman that doesn't have God in her life in any type of way.
Okay. All right. So we did get pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Okay. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping?
Oh, he's short, isn't he? He might be short like Kevin Hart as well. I thought he was just average height, but he's actually quite short and all that.
Your balloon.
Hi, I'm Shahir 35, and I just popped because I think you're just
So
just a little too small for
yeah,
me,
you
and I
go.
think a little too old, but that's it.
That's a lot of grey,
Very
man.
handsome guy.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she is. She's a beautiful lady. I like the outfit, put it on. Yeah, I just didn't get to know her, but yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm Janae Moore. I'm 33, and I popped the balloon because, yeah, a little bit too old for me. I mean, what she said. I did know what she said, and it's like you're older and you have this like young guy swag, which is fine. It's fine, but it's like,
Young guy swag.
yeah, leave it at that.
He's just dressed. How do you expect him to dress? He's not 70. He's what, 47. Like, how do you expect him to dress?
Okay.
Respect that. Yeah.
She's someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's beautiful. I just came in something comfortable. I'm probably gonna get that. I don't know a lot of 47. I don't know what a lot of people mentality think 47 look like now, but
That's what I was thinking.
it's different.
Yeah, that was.
It's not coming in the Easter outfit, you know what I'm saying, with keys out jangling. But I just put on what I felt comfortable with for the day. But I can put it on casual as well. I'm very versatile, but I just came comfortable today.
Okay. Thank you. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
I am Jessica. I'm 36, and I think you look pretty good put together. I actually don't hate the outfit. I love the scarf.
Thank
I
you.
think
Appreciate it.
you definitely look like a creative. Um, I love that you're ambitious with all of the things that you do. I just don't find you attractive.
Oh man. Do you know what? I thought they would have been like looks. They're in the same looks level. Like in fact, he's in better shape. Like, he's just great. They would have been a decent match though, but she's not attractive.
Hey, and now is she someone that you find attractive?
No, I didn't feel the mutual chemistry either. Beautiful woman, she's put together well. I just
I can see them. They look like right together like this. Like they're in a similar look level, I think.
my type. Yeah, I just didn't have a spark or anything. Like,
You. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Liz. I'm 36. You're just a little too old for me, just on the older side. But like she said,
I'm
both is
telling you, I don't think he actually looks old. I think it's just the grey making him like obviously they've heard his age. He's 47. It's not like 70. He's 47. But all that grey just really stands out. I think I think it especially stands out on like darker skin. You know, like the light skinned guy came in. I could tell that he had salt and pepper as well. He had it shaved down lower, but I don't think it's as contrasting, so it's not as noticeable. I don't even think it's a bad thing necessarily. I just think that um, I feel like black women are some of the few women that do that. I feel like other races of women kind of appreciate grey in a man. I might be wrong. Comment it down below, man. And also like the video, man. If you've come this far, if you're crazy enough to still be listening, please like the video. If you feel like sharing it, share it, and please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see whenever I make another video. All right, but yeah, let me know. What do you think? Do you think who pulls off grey hair better? What race do you think it looks? Or no, I'll make it more simple. Do you think grey hair looks better on lighter skin or darker skin? Or do you think it just doesn't matter? It's just down to the person. And what do you think? There's a race of women that kind of prefer grey hair on their men less. Like I think black women kind of don't really appreciate grey hair on men as much as like say other races of women. I could be. I'm not trying to come down on black women. I just think that's the case, but it might not be the case. Yeah. So let me know what you think. Anyway, it's not about what I think. Let me know what you think.
together. You're handsome. Yeah, just a little too old for me.
What about for her? She's someone that's your type?
Because when you look at it, he doesn't have any wrinkles or anything like that. And he's got his proper hairline still. It's just a different color hair.
respectfully, she's a beautiful woman. Just I didn't have a spark or any like wow, the same thing. So it's mutual.
Thank you. Thank you. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Nikki, 33. Just your height, that's all. You have a great smile. I like that you're an entrepreneur, but just a little for me. I'm sorry.
Okay. And did we ask your height?
I am the 5'5" Idris, man.
Oh my god, we might be the same height as Kevin Hart as well. Without the money. Oh man. He'll be alright.
Where, bro? I get it. The height, man. The height is a killer. I get it all the time,
No,
but
you have a great smile.
appreciate it.
You just a little.
Appreciate
I want to be picked up.
She wants to be picked up and chucked around, especially a woman like that. But yeah, I can tell she'll find it hard to submit to a guy that isn't like clearly bigger and stronger than her. So I think some women have that streak in them where it's like they'll test the guy, especially if they don't think that he can take it. Like, I'm not going to say it's a certain demographic, but I have personally seen it in a certain demographic, and I haven't seen it in others. But that's just because I've been around. I'm a demographic, so it's more likely for me to see that, and I'm not coming down on y'all. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. This is more comment section fodder. Yeah.
Never know. Never know. Don't judge a book by the look at the cover. You don't know.
She's someone that's your type?
She is a beautiful woman, put together well. I love like the glitter, the little color coordination, everything. Sparkly. Look good.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, yeah. Beautiful smile as well.
Thank you. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm 38 years old. I popped the balloon initially because you said you're an entrepreneur and then you listed like a number of other things after. But like as an entrepreneur, like what are you selling or what are you doing? Because it sounded like you just had a whole bunch of, no disrespect, hobbies.
Actually, I make money in everything that I do.
Mhm.
Yeah. I do
So you're
comedy
just doing a little bit of
shows. I
everything.
do podcasting. Yes, everything.
Okay.
My actor I just shot in a movie, just released in a movie. So
Congrats.
yeah,
Good for him, man. Shut her up. God. I think I've seen her on a different Pop the Balloon show as well, like one of the earlier ones. Yeah.
Okay.
no hobbies. These are
All up in man's pockets, man. Oh,
everything I'm passionate about, and I make income off of what I do.
Okay.
It's not a hobby.
Okay. Yeah, it just sounded like that. So that's like that was my
Absolutely.
initial pop aside. Like I said, trying to give it the whole notion of what I used to be, what I'm used to. So that was it, really. Yeah.
Now she's someone that's your type.
Yes, put together well. Nice smile. Like the little outfit, the shoes is complimenting the fit.
My
You
friend
know
hates these shoes.
what? No,
She hates them with a passion.
it looks good.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it look good.
She hates them. I bought 2 of them.
You look great.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, your name and age and what agenda popping your balloon.
Sophia, 36. Um, Maybe it's the height, I believe, but I love everything that you do. I'm a creative as well. I do a lot of different things, and
mm.
yeah, I think that was about it. And maybe the age gap. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I love the black and white. Like I love black and white. That's my favorite
Yeah,
color. So
went with something neutral. I just
yeah.
want it to be neutral, right?
All right, now she's someone that's your type.
Um, yeah, okay,
Thank
I
you.
think all of women came out. They're all beautiful. I just, didn't get to know anybody, but it is what it is. Respectfully.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Okay, let's head on back. Unfortunately, that's all the balloons popped, but thank you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for him, ladies. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into this episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. If you'd like to be featured in any of our upcoming episodes, make sure.
Well, that's that. Thank you for watching if you've come this far. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. To the left of me, that is my handle for Instagram and all the other social media platforms, apart from YouTube, which is the AaronBeezee. So what you see there with the in front, add me on all of them, please. I need this, man. But yeah, I'll greatly appreciate it if you add me on all of those. I'm not asking for anything, I'm just asking for that. And also like the video, it really helps the algorithm. The super small channel, just trying to like find a little niche in this big world. But yeah, I really love doing Pop the Balloon shows. Damn, it's a long reaction. I'm gonna end it here, man. Peace out. Look after yourselves.